Dr. Deepak sir, have you joined? Deepak sir, are you listening to me?
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, okay. Just wait for a moment. Let other peoples to join. Then we will be starting this.
Okay, okay. Not an issue, sir. I am waiting.
Ayush sir, can we start? Yes, a very good afternoon to one and all present over here, all the esteemed speaker, RSG, all the esteemed audience, and today's speaker as well. Today we are at the day three of this wonderful TDP, Technology Development Program. So with this, we are initiating for today, and today we have Dr. Deepak Sharma with us. As far as for Dr. Deepak Sharma is concerned, today I, Dr. Ankur Goyal, Professor and Head, Department of Business Administration, MIT Meerut, take this wonderful opportunity to introduce Dr. Deepak Sharma to this wonderful FDP as a guest speaker. As far as his introduction is concerned, Dr. Deepak Sharma is qualified management professional with academic degrees like PhD management, MBA, MSc, and BEd. With over 15 years of valuable, in depth, and extensive experience in academics, research, and administration. He is currently working as an associate professor in management department at IAMR Ghaziabad, affiliated to AKTU Lucknow. He has done PhD from Mewar University, Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. He received MBA degree in Marketing and Human Resources from UPTU Lucknow. He has done MSc Physics and BEd from CCS University Meerut. He is having more than 5 international and national patents and copyrights on different topics related to the management. He is also associated as editorial board members in 6 international journals. He has published more than 25 research papers, which includes papers indexed in Scopus, IEEE, and Springer. He has presented more than 6 research papers in international conferences all around. He has also attended more than 18 AICT, IIMs, UGC, IIT, IEEE sponsored FDPs. He has delivered a speech as a guest speaker, invited as a speaker, and resource person in various national and international conferences. With this, with the core of my heart, I would like to invite Dr. Deepak Sharma sir as a guest speaker for this particular FDP. Over to you, sir, and welcome to the session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ankur sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I feel immense pleasure in addressing such an enlightened group. No doubt, it's a great day for me and you also. So I request all of you for your cooperative behavior. Today we have to do something about what is the entrepreneur, because I am to tell something about the opportunities for the new entrepreneurs at the present time when we are talking about the new entrepreneurs in the market, because of the government policies at the present time. If we are talking, the main motto of the government is to increase a lot of most entrepreneurs in the market due to the many startups at the present time. If we are talking about the government policies, because government policies is providing a lot of schemes like NSSI, SSI, and NSSI for the purpose of the promotion of the startups. Now, if Ankur sir give me some permission about it, then I will share my presentation about it.
Yes,
May I?
sir, you are a co host now. You can share your screen.
Okay, okay, sir. Is it visible, sir? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible. You can carry on.
Okay, okay, sir. Today, we have to discuss how to identify business opportunities, because all of us know it very well what is the business. Because in the business, we are exchanging goods and services in terms of the money. Because when we have to take any type of the business, in all the businesses, we have to exchange something with the other else. So in these topics, we have to identify what is our business, what is the entrepreneur, and what are the opportunities in the market, and how we can manage all the opportunities in the market. Now, firstly, we have to discuss about the entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who organizes and manages a business undertaking, assuming the risk for the sake of profit. Any person who starts and operates a business is an entrepreneur, because in the market, if we are talking about the entrepreneur is the person who is has the caliber to take the maximum risks, because other definition has been given in the point of view of the entrepreneurs, that the person who is bearing more risk, he is gaining more profit. Because to be a successful entrepreneur, the main thing is this, that we have to take more and more risk. If we are talking about the successful entrepreneurs in the market in India and foreigners, they have started their business with a short term of the period, with the short term of the amounts, but after some time they have converted these short term small scale businesses into the large scale businesses. Because when we are talking about the successful entrepreneurs, that only those entrepreneurs are successful who was very much innovative, and they have a big idea generation. Now, we will discuss about major aspects of the entrepreneurs. First thing is the identification of the market opportunity and generation of business idea, product or services to address the opportunity. Firstly, main thing is this: when we are talking about the entrepreneur, the successful entrepreneurs are the persons who are have a good capability to work in each and every field. Firstly, the main thing is that the idea generation. Idea generation, it doesn't matter that this is related to only for the product, because at the present time, if we are talking, a lot of companies are working very good in the sector of the services. It is not compulsory that you have to be a good owner, good entrepreneur in the field of the product. When you have a good facility regarding your services, you have a good technology, you have a good team, then you can be a good entrepreneur in the field of the services. Second point is the gathering and commitment of resources in the face of risk to pursue the opportunity. Second thing is, when we are talking about the entrepreneur, then the successful entrepreneurs are those persons, they are taking the good opportunity in the environment, because they have committed to their words. If any entrepreneur is saying something to himself and his other persons which are related to their business, that person is committing their all the wars. And third one point is the major aspects of entrepreneurs, the creation of operating business organization to implement the opportunity motivated business ideas. When then any idea is generated in our mind, and we can say in the mind of the entrepreneur, then main thing is this: how he has to convert this opportunity for his business. Because when we are talking about the environment, then we have a lot of options, but most of the persons are not eager to take the risk in the market. That's why only the entrepreneurs skills person are always ready to take the risk. We will discuss about the successful entrepreneurs. Who is the successful entrepreneur? Firstly, we will talk about the drive. Second is the thinking ability that encompasses creativity, critical thinking, analytical ability, and originality. Because when we have not the thinking ability, then no entrepreneur can work, because that will be totally depend on the CEO, on the managers of the company. Most of the if we are talking about the successful entrepreneur, and we have already discussed a lot of case study about the Elon Musk, because he is also working in the sector of the automobiles, he is also working on the sector of the space. But if we are talking about the education sectors, that person has a deep knowledge about himself, because he always study a lot of books that create a good knowledge in his mind. When he is taking the meetings about the concepts about any point of the company, then he is always ready to take the risk, because he is always guiding their team, their CEO, and we can say their managers in each and every field of their company. Next is aptitude of the human relation. This is the main thing when we are talking about the entrepreneur. Firstly, main thing, how you have your attitude and your aptitude about the humans. You have, there should be a successful relation with the human beings, and main thing is that it is the communication skills. It means when we are talking about the entrepreneurs, then they have the capability to convince the other persons. Entrepreneurs only not convince their employees, they have also the capability to convince their consumers also. And last one we are talking, that is the technical ability. This is the point in which all these things are very going on, because at the present time we are thinking that the totally environment depend on the technology. If we are using something technology in today, in after 1 year we have to update it our all the resources on the perspective of the technology. Now, the term which we have to discuss about the business opportunity. What is the business opportunity? A business opportunity provides an individual or a company with an amazing chance to expand their current operation, initiate new offering, and turn a profit. It can be found in any industry and other exist due to factors such as technology advancement, product development, market changes, skills gap, and even financial benefits. Identification of entrepreneurial opportunities is an effective way to jump start your own business endeavor. It means business opportunities always exist in the market. It depends on us how much talented our team is, how much convincing is our product, what are the marketing changes which are adopted by our companies. It means we have to focus on these products, on these services which are available in the market, but they are not in this condition that all these customers are satisfied with this. In this case, we have to search the market, we have to take a survey area about it. After that, we have to analyze what is the need of the market. After that, we have to wholly pay attention, and we have to make our product that how we can satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. Now we will discuss about the traits of a good business opportunity, because I have arranged a picture. It means we are seeing some stairs. After that, there is a woman. After that, he is trying to touch the stars. What is it means? It means is when we are working about the environment, because when we are talking about the total world, there is a lot of opportunities. After that, it depends on us what is our human mind, what is our thinking. After that, how we have to grab, how we have to touch, that this person is showing it is not possible. If I want to touch the stars, then I can touch. It means when we are talking about the entrepreneur, entrepreneur is the person who have a good caliber, and he has a willingness that I can touch it and they can touch. Now, when we are talking about the traits of a good business opportunities, first is that is the clarity. Clarity is an essential trait of business opportunities, enabling entrepreneurs to make well informed decisions. Having a clear understanding of business opportunities allows business owner to know exactly what they are getting and how the business will truly benefit them. Second is that is the feasibility. Understanding the feasibility of business opportunities in India is an important trait when considering any business venture. For business owners, opportunity identification through this lens can provide vital feedback on what element need to be addressed to make the business successful. Next is the relevance. Relevance is an essential factor to consider when you identify business opportunities and help pick the ones that stand out from the rest. It ensures that business owners select business ideas that match industry trends and customer demand, which can help them acquire a larger customer base and generate more business profits. Next, more important thing is that is the scalability. Scalability is often the highly desirable trait for the world number one large business opportunities. An opportunity can transit from small business to large with minimal effort and increased benefit, allowing business owners to increase the return from investment without having dedicated more resources or efforts. Next is the profitability. Profitability is certainly one of the most important traits of business opportunities identification. It indicates that the business is successful and capable of providing its owners with legitimate returns. Consistent profitability serves as an indication of long term sustainability and can be used as a measuring stick for business growth over time. Because when we are talking about the business, the main motto of each and every business which is registered under the economic activity, that is, we have to earn more and more profit. Then the profitability is things in meet all business entrepreneurs are thinking that we have to get more and more profit with the efforts of our organizations. Now, when we have to talking about the what are the traits, now we have to explain all these things, that what are the types of the business opportunities. It means in which sector we have to work and we have to grab the market for the opportunity of our business. First point is that is the new market opportunity. New market opportunity is a specific type of business opportunities that focus on growing an existing business into a new and untapped market. They are attracted to companies that seek the potential for rapid growth but can be risky because the risk may be in the market where the business is unfamiliar. Because I am to tell something about the new market opportunities, because when we are talking in the business opportunities, the market has a lot of opportunities. Because when we have to start any type of the new business, that entrepreneurs have an attention that it is not necessary that my business will run in a proper way. There may be a process and cons. Firstly, if I will success, what will be do? If I will failure, then what will be the my decision to encourage my business? Because it is a total risk of the business. Because we can say world business, when we are talking about the business environment, it is totally full of uncertainty. We cannot say when we are working in the new market then we will succeed. But when our idea is clear, why our perception is clear, our technology is clear, our market research is definitely in a proper way, then it can be a guaranteed way that we will not failure in each and every. We will say that we will succeed 100%, but there is a uncertainty, so that we can say when we have to enter in the new market then there may be a risk. Next point, we have to discuss about the distributorship. At the present time we can say that we have not a lot of amount to run any type of the business, so that we can take a distributorship of a reputed company to sell out the product or the services. This we can say this is a new opportunity in the market, that as a distributorship we can start our business and we will be an entrepreneur. Next is that is the competitive opportunity. Competitive opportunity is one such business opportunities that stands out. It allows business owners to secure more business and stay ahead of the competition. Because when we are talking about the environment, then there is a lot of competitions in the market, so that we have to overcome all the competition, so that our company will be demanded in the market and my product and services will be acceptable by everyone. Next point is that is the franchisee. Franchisee is a business opportunity that provides an innovative way to start and expand a business. It allows an individual or business to leverage the proven business model of another company and grow their business quickly, while typically involving fewer risks. At the present time, if we are working on the market, we will say a lot of franchises companies are working there. Because in each and every outlet in the metro cities, in the cities, you will say most of the outlets are there who is taking the franchisee. We can say like Bikaner, like McD, McDonald's, like this. So it can say we can say that we will be the authorized for that to sell out the products on behalf of the company while we are taking the franchisee and we are the owner of that particular franchisee. Now, Technical opportunity. Technical opportunity is a great business prospect for those interested in staying abreast of today's cutting edge development. As a business opportunity, technological solution offer sizable return due to their flexible deployment, cost efficiency, and ability to tailor solution specifically designed for each enterprise's needs. At the present time, when we are talking about the technological opportunity, because we know at the present time most of the things are working on the basis of AI, on the basis of ERP. ERP is also working in each and every company, and he is monitoring all these things, that there are working around 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, up to 10,000 employees, and only one or two members are there who are controlling all these things with the help of the ERP, with the help of the AI in the marketing. We can say if we are very much skilled and we have a deep knowledge about the softwares, then technological will create a big opportunity to be a successful entrepreneur in the market. And now my next point is that is marketing. Marketing is an ever evolving business opportunity that should be given serious consideration by prospective of business owners, because all of us know it very well, my product is very good, my service is very good, but it is not possible that without any promotion, without my marketing, my product can easily reach in the hands of my customers. So that marketing is a process in which each and every field company has designed a separate team in the field of the marketing. Like that, after that company is working on the national level, that company is dividing all these companies on the basis of the state level, my marketing teams. After that, other teams are working on the zonal areas. After that, they have decided like NSM, we can say. After that, that is a ZSM. After that, sales manager, then manager. After that, area manager, and the executives are the working. This is the hierarchy of the marketing. When we are talking about that a successful entrepreneur are working, that my product should be aware all these things, and my customer is aware about my product, what is my product, what are my services, what is my quality. This totally duty goes to my marketing teams. Now, business opportunities from home. This is the new concept which is starting at after post pandemic time, because all of you know it very well that in the prior time most of the companies are working on the software basis, but due to the pandemic time all these companies are starting to work from home. This is the culture. Due to this culture, the companies have saved the amount of the rent amount, electricity bills, and we can say that the maintenance cost and the housekeeping cost also. So that at the present time, if you have a laptop, you have a good knowledge about your fields, then you can work from home. Like that, business opportunities from home are increasingly popular in opportunity identification, allowing entrepreneurs to start and maintain their business without having to leave the comfort of their own homes. From freelance writing to web designing, this is also a part of the business owners can take advantage of the various opportunities available through a home based business model. And this is the online business opportunity at the present time. If we are saying we are working on the online based models, most of the companies are promoting their product on the online basis at the present time. If I am talking about the Flipkart, if I am talking about the Amazon, if I am talking about the Snapdeal, I am talking about the Mantra. So then this is a platform, this is an online platform in which seller or buyer interacting with each other with the medium of the online platforms. After that, they are buying or selling the products in which they are creating a good profit. Online business opportunities from home provide entrepreneurs a chance to leverage their business ideas, develop their business plans, and launch their companies into the global marketplace without the traditional overhead cost of renting commercial space. Now, we have to talk about methods of identifying business opportunity. At the present time, what are the methods, how we will analyze in which field I have a lot of opportunities, how I am implementing all the existing opportunities. First is that is the environmental scanning. Environmental scanning involves monitoring external factors like economical, political, and technological trends that can impact a business. It helps to identify opportunities and threats that may affect the business in the future. Keeping a close watch on the changing environment can facilitate business expansion or explore new business opportunities. Because when I am talking about the environmental scanning, there are the two types of the environment, all of you know it very well. That is the micro level and the macro level environments. So it means the companies have totally information about the micro and macro environment, so that always there is the problem with the macro environment. And we can say that is the, when we are talking on the perspectives of the company, there are the two types of the environment. First one is the internal and second one is the external. That external environment is always challenges to the companies, because the internal environment can be handled by the company. But when I am talking about the environmental scanning, and external environment are totally uncontrollable by the organization. That's why it may be sometimes possible due to the political reasons. It may be due to the like that any uncertainty situations, like that. Second is, when we are talking about the market opportunities, first point is that is SWOT analysis. When we have strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So main thing is this: when any company has to promote their products or services in the market, that company has main focus about the strength. Strength means the strength should be of that company, that particular product or the particular services. After that, we have to promote the weakness of our competitors in the market. And the scenario of the market always says that the weakness of the other company, that should be the strength of my company. After that, I'm working about the opportunities and threats. The opportunities are the points when I am always ready to penetrate in the market in each and every field. After that, the threats, when I will convert all the threats in my opportunity. The successful entrepreneurs always ready what are the threats in front of him when they are working in the organizations. Then they are always ready to convert all these threats into the opportunity. So then SWOT analysis always helps to run our business in a proper way. And my next point is, that is, this is the main point: innovative brainstorming. Innovative innovation involves continuously exploring new technology, process, or business model to find new ways to create value for customers. It means that when we are talking about the innovation, when we are talking about the entrepreneur, it means entrepreneur is the person who is always innovative and creating something new to the end users, customers, and the market also. Next point is, that is market research. Market research involves analyzing data on consumer preferences, market trends, and industry statistics to identify potential area for growth or untapped markets. So basically, market research is a process when we are working in any area. Firstly, when we want to do any type of the business in an area, then we have to decide it what is market research. So it means we have to make a team. We can say we have to analysis the survey analysis in that particular market, so that I have a deep knowledge of who is the customers, what are the needs, what are the wants, and what will be the products or services which will be very much demanded in that particular area, but they are not availing any type of the products or services, like that. That's why market research always gives an idea for we can say like an entrepreneur, that these are the things, these are not available in the market, and you have to do something. For as the point of the market research, we will study about the case study of the geo. All of you know it very well that the geo is working in the market, and he has entered and penetrate in the market with full swing. After that, because what was the drawback of the earlier companies who are working in the market? I am talking about the Vodafone, I am talking about the Idea, I am talking about the Airtel. Because all the companies are working on, this is the our calling rate. I am to launch a voucher that worth is 75 rupees, 55 rupees, and my call prices goes to for 10 paisa per minute. But no one was trying to how we have to reduce the cost of the internet, because as well as the technology is changing, the demanding of the internet is very much high in the market. That's why those companies are trying to establish in the form of the internet. But at that time, only Geo was the company who has a deep knowledge about the market itself. They have searched what is the most demanded in the market. They have finalized a short-term decision that at the present time, a lot of users are which are using the internet on a high level scale, but the prices of the internet is very much high. So then market research give a idea to that company that if we have to make a plan that the prices of the internet should be very much low. After that, they have work on that this, and all of you know it very well at the present time what is the condition of the company due to the losses. Idea and Vodafone has merged with each other. Airtel is the only competitor in the market. That's why marketer research is a point in which all the companies are analyzing the data of the consumer preferences, and after that they are working to achieving their goals. And next point is that is social listening and monitoring. Social listening and monitoring entail observing or monitoring social media and other online platforms to stay informed about industry trends, customer preferences, and competitors' activities. At the present time, if we have to take about feedback about my organization, that the simple way is this, that I am to go on my social handle page, I am to go on X, I am to go on Twitter, I am to go on, we can say, Instagram, I am to go on Facebook. Then we will take the suggestions and implementations of the consumers. Then what is my company, what is the suggestions, what are the complementation, what are the criticism, all these things are available on the social platforms. So it means these are the platforms which give a conclusion to take the decisions from the side of the entrepreneurs. Now, some we will discuss some factors to consider while identifying business opportunities. Now, we have discussed about opportunities, pros, traits, everything. Now, we have to discuss about the factors. Yani, what are the factors which are affected to our companies when I am planning to establish any type of the new business? First is, we can say, that is availability of the raw materials. It means when we have to start any type of the new business and there is an opportunity to start of the business, firstly we have to check out the availability of raw materials, because if raw material is available on a high scale, that we have to establish our industry in that particular area. Because when raw material is not available and the price of the land is very low and we have started their business over there, after that there will increase the cost of the transportation from to carry the raw materials to my company. That's why we have to establish and we have to take the opportunities in that field when we have the availability of the raw materials. Now, internal demand analysis. Now we have to check out what is the product which is demanded in the market. After that, we have to analyze is that this opportunity will be suitable me or not. Next is market size. When we are talking about the marketing, we can say there are the three types of the market size on the, we can say, in small scale, medium scale, and after that, large scale of the market size. Next point is management skill set. When we are trying to establish any new business opportunities, firstly, we have to set our all the management skills so that I can manage all the things in a proper way, so that we can say that we have to use fully utilization of the management functions. Access to the customers. Next point is when we are planning to start any type of the business, otherwise we can say that we have started any type of the business in the form of the business opportunities, then it is very much necessary firstly key you have to access all the customers. How I am to interact with my customers and what are the policies that my more customers will interact to me. And next point is need for financing. When we are working in any type of the business, then this is the many important part of the financing. Key what are the finance and how we will arrange the finance, because when we have to start any type of the business, then we can say this is the backbone of the business. And next, I will discuss about the opportunity recognition. This is the main point. We know there are a lot of opportunities in the market. We can say this is the world totally full of opportunities. Then how we will recognize? First point, we will discuss two or three or four points about it. What is an opportunity? How do you recognize opportunities? How do you screen opportunities? And what is business concept? First point is business recognition. Opportunities are situational, the window of opportunity. Opportunity take form in real world conditions, changing conditions leads and lags, knowledge gaps, chaos and confusion. Now we are talking about the opportunities because we cannot say each and every time when we are talking that opportunity is always ready. No, because opportunities are, we can say that these are the situational. Sometimes it does happen there are the a lot of products who are very much demanded in the market. I will give you one example. When we are talking about the sanitizer, all of you know it very well because due to the pandemic at present time we are also using the sanitizer. The companies who are producing the sanitizer, that is not very much demanded in the market, but due to the pandemic time it is the main thing when the two or three products are very much demanded on a high scale in the market, that we can say is that is sanitizer, we can say that is the mask. So then this is called the situational opportunities. In this condition, most of the companies who are working in the other products, but they have also established a new business in the form of that they are creating the sanitizers, they are creating the mask. So it means we can say when we are talking about the opportunities, sometimes opportunities are situational, and these are strictly related to your real world conditions, because the conditions are not always same. Sometimes condition may be in faithful of the entrepreneur and sometimes they may be vice versa. And next point is that is entrepreneurial process. Now I have make a chart that I will discuss some points in it in this chart, that who is the entrepreneur and what is the process of the entrepreneurial process. Firstly, the first point is decide to go into business of own self. When you want to be a successful entrepreneur, then this should be your own decisions, not for the force of your friends, not by the force of by your parents, and not with the pressure of your family persons. Firstly, you have to be a good entrepreneur, then this is your liability. Firstly, you have to make your mind up, set up, and you have to motivate yourself. After that, you have to decide that I will start my business own self. Second point that is key, what is your potential? That means if you have sufficient potential to take the risk, because main point is this: when we want to start any type of the business, then you should very much hard to take the risk, because when you have to start any type of the business, there is the pros and cons are there. There is the probability to success, there is the probability to the failure. So you have to analyze what is your potential. You can do it or you can not do it. Next is find an appropriate product or service idea. When you want to be an entrepreneur, then you have to find out that what product is should be differentiate from the existing products, what are the services which are demanded in the market, and I should do something new which is not existing in the market. Otherwise, which are existing in the market, I can modify the existing products or services in the market. After that, we can say that these are the process which should be unique. After that, you have the caliber that you can make the unique personality, and you can make, yeah, unique products and services features. After that, we will go for the further process. Next, I have divided this chart into the three parts. First is buy a business. It is not possible that always you have to start your new business. You have to establish a industry, you have to purchase a land, you have to purchase the machinery, you have to establish a new business. Sometimes it does happen. If you have to start a new business, then if there is any business is running, then you can buy a business. Second is start a new business. This is also a new point, that we can start a new business if I have all the resources. Third point is which I have already discussed about the acquire a franchise. This is the simplest method because company is already registered, company has a good value, company has a good faith in the market, and we can take a franchisee. After taking the franchisee, if I am running any type of the outlet, that I am the owner, I am the entrepreneur for that particular franchisee store. So it means it is not necessary that always you have to start your company on your own base. This is also a simplest method, that you have to take a franchisee, you have to submit the amount as per the terms and conditions of the companies. After that, you have to start your own business with the name of that particular company. Next, then conduct a feasible study. Now we are talking start a new business. हमने ये सारा काम कर लिया है. After that हमें कोई business start करना है. Then we have to study all the points, all the perspectives of the company. That what is the company, what is the product, what are the services. Is it will be feasible to everybody or not? Before launching the product, before starting the business, we have to make a condition on, we can say, in a blueprint form. Blueprint form is a digital form. It means we have to run all these parts in a digitally. Next is, after that I have further divided the conduct of feasibility in three parts, that is technical feasibility. Technical feasibility means, when we are talking about the technically, it means my product, my services are technically is strong. Because at the present time, if our company is not technically strong, if we are not giving a good technical skills, and our employees are not good in technology wise, then our company will not exist in the market. So that if I am the latest entrepreneur in the market, then I am to use the latest technology of the world. Next is that is market acceptability. When you have to start any type of the new business, this is a big challenge, this is a big process, that is the market acceptability. Then you have to establish yourself in the market, which is fully surrounded by the competitors. That market will accept you or not. Because the main thing is this, your product is very good, but this message should be go to your customers, so that we can make a chain policies, that we have to give uh, good margins to the distributors, we can give a good profits to the customers by decreasing the price of our product. Next is the financial viability. This is the main thing, that how much finance do you have when you have to start any type of the business. And next point is organize your business structure and legal requirements, protect your ideas. When you have to start any type of the business and organizing your business structure, after that you have to follow all the rules and regulations legally, so that your idea should be product. Sometimes if you have a good idea and your idea is different from the other existing companies, so that firstly you have to make a patent of your idea, so that no one can stolen your idea. So this will help you the legally, that you are the only king. And after that, if any company is demanding to your products, that we can say you will charge something when your product, your technology is also patent by the government of India. Now arrange the necessary financing. The main thing is this, because without finance we cannot run any type of the business. So this is the main thing. When we are planning to start any type of the business, then there should be a necessary finance to run any type of the business. The last I will talk about, develop a comprehensive business plan. After that, over when we are following all the process step by step, then we have to develop a business plan to establish my business. Now I am talking, next point is what is your entrepreneurial potential. So then you have to start your business and you have entrepreneurial. Then to be a successful entrepreneur, what should be your potential? Then we have to discuss with the help of this chart. Then first point is realistically access your potential for an entrepreneurial career. The main thing is this, it is not that we are saying that you have a lot of money, you have to start your business. No. It is not possible. Firstly, main thing is this: if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, then you have to be a full potential for that, and you have to choose this field, that always I am to be a successful entrepreneur, and this is a challenge for me, that I will success, and this will be my career. Then if you have this willingness, then surely you will succeed in your life. After that, I have divided this chart into four parts. First part is understand the personal attributes important for success in a business of your own. The main thing is this: personally, each and every entrepreneur have to think that personally, what is your attributes, what is your quality, what is your motivation, what is your attitudes to success your own business. If each and every conditions you have to decide it, that I am ready and I will manage all these things in a proper way, no problem at all, and this is my passion. And if this is the passion of an entrepreneur, definitely that entrepreneur will success. Second point is understand the demands the entrepreneurial role will make on you and your family. The main thing is this: key, when you are trying that you are an entrepreneur, so then this will be a good for your family, because you will create a benchmark for your family members, and in your family other persons, your younger brother, sister, your near and dear, will be the future entrepreneurs, because they will get a motivation from you. So you have to understand all the demands of the entrepreneur role, because all these things should be inside you. Next point is evaluate your managerial skills. If we are working first and second point, then third point is how you will evaluate your managerial skills. Because if you have the capability to take the risk, you are technically skilled, how you have to manage. If anyone is making criticism, are you agree? Because something is giving the criticism, this is also a part of your managerial skills, that there should be a something that I will improve myself, I will improve my product, I will improve my quality. So it is very much necessary. And next point is conduct a personal finance assessment. This is the main thing, because without finance no business can run. So then personally level पर आप कितना फाइनेंस बना सकते हैं. It is also further divided into two parts, that is develop a personal balance sheet, develop a personal budget. When you are working as an entrepreneurial, and this should be a potential, so firstly before starting your business, there should be a personal balance sheet. If you are running something, that you have to save more than 50% of your earning, after that to develop your personal budget. And in the last, access your strength and weakness that will affect your ability to achieve your entrepreneurial goals. So this is the main thing. When you are working as an entrepreneur, then there should be a consideration in your mind: what is my strength? And you have to know full information about your weakness, but you have to overcome from your weakness to be a successful entrepreneur. Then your weakness should be like that, this is your strength. So you have to work on it, and you have to create ability to achieve your goals in this way. Now we will discuss about searching for ideas, because sometimes we can say that ideas can be developed, but it is not possible that always you are developing your idea. Sometimes it does happen that you have to go in the market, you have to discuss with the experts, you have to discuss with the specialist persons for that things. After that, sometimes you have to go directly in the market, and you have to search what are the things, what should be the better, and what should I do for the betterment of my company, and for the betterment of the establishment of my company. So that I have planned this chart. Then first thing is search for a product or service idea. When we are talking about to be a successful entrepreneur, the firstly main thing is we have to search regarding the products or the services. Next, from your previous employment, then we can say that it is not necessary that always you have to be a good entrepreneur in the beginning. You have to learn a lot of from previous employment. For example, if you are already working in the TCS, after that you have to learn what is the software, how we can develop the softwares. Then you after that you have to add two or three more friends. After that you have to start minimum 10 persons. You have to hire 10 persons from any engineering students, and you have to establish your company. So it is possible that you can learn the idea about the product or the services from the previous employment. Second point, we can say that is the from the hobbies. So at least we can say when you are very much energetic, so by your hobbies you can create any type of the ideas. Next is from casual observation. Most of the things when you are working anything else, then main thing is this, that you go to the world and you will learn a lot of things. When I am talking about the Apollo, all of you know it very well that the Apollo is working at the present time in most of the fields, that in plastic pipes, and we can say that is windows, plastic, we can say in pipes also. And after that, before this, that company has been starting to work on the work of the steels, because in the olden days when we are talking about this, because this point is related to from casual observation, because when you have no idea about the business, so most of the philosophers had given their theories that you have to go to the world and from one place to one place. So that person, Mr. Gupta, was in the abroad. After that, he is saying that is a lot of things like that. There was very loyal hotel there, and they have observed that the windows are not in a proper way, because due to the any other things, any bacteria had destroyed that windows. After that, they have come to the India and they have planned that something should be like this, and I am to make the pipes with the windows, and we can say that the steel pipes. And after that, we can say when we are talking about the submersible, they are also use the submersible of the steels, and still always provide that what is the cost, that the guarantee will go for 20 years, and after that this cost will be 20 what you are paying to me. After 2 years when you will sell it on a scrap, then it will be the same. So it means say, we can say when we are working on a casual basis, then there is a lot of options of the ideas generation. Next point is from a deliberate search. Deliberate search, we can say it is not that we have to go for a particular thing. Sometimes we are going for a particular area, for a particular things regarding the particular products, then we can make a search. Next thing is magazines and other publications. When we have to search the ideas, so we have to study about the magazines. A lot of papers have been published on the topic, how we have to identify the business, how we have to identify the ideas, how we have to convert our ideas into the business. So with the help of the study, we can also generate an idea. Next is trade shows and convention. This is the main points. When we are going on the trade shows, then they are giving a good idea what is the market, what are the most of the latest inventions are going on, and what are the latest technology which are going on. Next is product licensing information service. This is the main point. When we have a idea then about what is the product, how we have to license my product, what is the process, all these things should be covered. And next point is government agencies and departments. So when we are talking about the searching the ideas, so firstly we have to try to go the government agencies and other departments. And next point is use creative thinking. So without creative, no entrepreneur can be success. So that we have to be very much creative to our points, and to be a successful entrepreneur, a entrepreneur should be always creative, always innovative. And next point is that is evaluate the possible alternatives. When we are searching about the ideas, so it is not necessary that you have to search only for the ideas. At least when we have to plan is choose a single ideas, after that there should be around 10 to 20 alternatives with us. After that we have to choose the best one, determine your preferences, then we have to analyze each and every ideas in detail. After that, which is the feasible idea for us, then we have to choose. Now we have to discuss how to select the right opportunities. When I am talking about the opportunities, then this is the criteria that you have to select the right opportunities to start a new business. Step 1, identify your business and personal goals. Firstly, main thing is this: in which field do you want to work, and after that, what are your personal goals? If your personal goals are related to your business, then you have to go for the second step. Second step is research your favorite industries. Favorite industry means, that means it means in these are those industries in which field you have a deep knowledge about that. And third point is identify promising industry segments. Then it means in which area, in which field you are very much interested and you are promising, then you have to go for that particular segment. Step 4, identify problem area and brainstorm solutions. Then when you have to start any types of the business, you have to select the areas of the problems, in which area in future you have to face the problems, and what will be the solutions in that conditions. Step 5, compare possible solutions with your objectives and opportunities in the marketplace. After that, जो भी आपके solutions हैं, then all the solutions we have to compare about the market. क्या all these solutions are related to the market? All the solutions are related to my opportunities in the market, like this. And step 6 is focus on most promising opportunities. And best thing is कि which is the best opportunity for me, we have to main focus for that opportunity, because I have promised that this industry is very much good for me and I am to work for that industry in that particular segment, and which segment has been decided, then you have to full focus for that promising opportunities. Now we have to discuss about what are the characteristics of ideal business. So when we are talking about the business, then we have to take the characteristics of the ideal businesses. Then is information. First main thing is, when we are talking about the ideal business, the main thing is this: what should be the is information. That is, when we have to start any type of the business, then it should be very much easy, not in a critical conditions. Second is raise is in raise capital. This is the main thing is कि how you will raise the capital from the market, from the family, from your friends. So it should be in a easy way. Extent of liability. What are the liability? How you are ready to take all the liabilities. Next point is business secrecy. It means business secrecy always represent what is my business, what is my secrecy, and how I will run my business in a secret way. When you have any business idea, other until you have succeeded your business, then there is no need to discuss to anyone. Next is continuity and stability. When you are have an process, then you have to work in a continuous way, and there should be the stability in your ideas. Next is flexibility of the operation. When you are running any type of the business, and I am talking about the ideal business, then our operation should be very much flexible. When we are going to establish any type of the planning, then all the planning should be very much flexible at the time, at the demand. We can change and we can up and down all the procedures. And next point is ownership, management, and control. So then I am talking about the ownership, that all the management control, then all the control should be in the hands of the owners of the organization. Next is tax consideration. Now we are talking about the ideal business, then what is the tax? And you have to decide it that the business, we have to start those business in which we have a minimum tax, because you are a new entrepreneur, so that when you have to pay minimum tax, then you will earn more in the form of the profits. Minimum government regulations. The main thing is this: you have to start any type of the new business, then the government role should be very much low, and there should be a low foundation from the side of the government. And last point is, that is the bargaining power. This is always plays a role from the side of the customer, from the side of the owners. Now, we will discuss about what are the market issues when we are talking about the business opportunities. First is what products or services are you selling? Main thing is this. The main thing is this: what is your product? In which what you are selling in the market, that this project is very much convenient to all or not. Second point is that is to whom do you sell? Basically, who is your population size, what is your population size, who is your customers, and to whom do you want to sell your products. And next point is does someone represent you to distribute your product or services. So basically it is the main points ki who is your representative when you are going to sell out your products or services. How do you promote sales? So basically there are a lot of ways when I am talking about promotion sales, that we can call any celebrity for promoting my new products. We can say we will use the hoarding methods at the present time. We can use the digital platform of the promotions to increase, to promote our sales. How do you price your output? Main thing is this: ki what should be the price, what is the we can say what are the rulings, what are the systems, that how you have to decide it, that what should be the prices of your output, and what do customers expect. So main thing is this ki who is our customers, and what is my customer expectation regarding my product. Now, focus for successful marketing. Basically when we want to make successful marketing strategies, then first main thing is four phases of marketing, that is product, price, place, and promotion. Then main thing is that is the NPD, new product development. Next is USP, unique selling point. Next is push versus pull strategy. This is the strategy that we have to make, the strategy that I am to establish my product in the market. After that, that customers is already interested to purchase my products. And last one is that is STP, segmentation, targeting, positioning. These are the best things how most of the companies are working on this process. Now, to be a successful entrepreneur, and when we have a lot of opportunities, there are the some issues. First, when we are talking about the financial issues, that is the debt equity ratio, taking fund from venture capital, loan or equity, working capital issues, study on SMEs, risk management, bidding. Now this is the last point of my slides: source of financing. And we are talking about the opportunities, then what are the source, because when we have no finance, then we cannot run any type of the business. That's why source of financing. First point, how will you finance your business? Main thing is this कि you have to start your business, and how you have to collect the finance with the resources. So these are the points. First is personal savings. If we have a lot of amount, we have worked around 20 years, 25 years in any organization, and we have save a lot of money to start any type of the business. Next is credit from suppliers. If you have some suppliers and they are agree to give you raw materials on the on basis of the credit forms, we can say loans, mortgage, forms of bank, credit unions, and others. Next is government assistance programs, because at the present time, if we are talking about the new entrepreneurs, Indian government is running a lot of programs under the scheme of PMKY. We can say SSC, small scale industries, SSI. Under the SSI, the government is giving to the startups a lot of amount without the interest, at least 5 years. Average bound equity capital from private resources. It may be possible when you have not resources, then you can take a finance from private sectors. Leasing. Next is friends and neighbors. It is also a part. You can take the finance, you can take the money from your friends and the neighbors, local professionals and angel investors. Next is employees and venture capitals. And next one is prepare loan or grant request package. Now, we have to discuss the main thing is when you have a good opportunity, you have to start your business now. You are a successful entrepreneur. First point is you are your own boss. So main thing is this: when you have to start your business in this condition, you are your own boss. It means there is no need to do something else, and you have started your boss. Always you are getting the passive incomes. There are the two types of the income when I am talking. First is active income, second is the passive income. Active income is the income when you are working at the workplace, you are the employees, you have to do at the workplace, you have to work from 9:30 to 4:30. After that, you are getting some amount of the salary. But when you are the boss and you are not in at your workplace, you are in the form of that I am to go for the abroad for enjoy my life for 15 days, and you are there, and after that your business will run in a proper way, and you will earn the same income as you were sitting on your company. Next is enjoy the profits from you efforts. What are the efforts you are making to your business, you will enjoy full profits, sense of pride in your business. And the main thing, when you will be a successful entrepreneur, then you will be a pride that I am the owner of that business. Next is flexibility in your work schedule. The main part is this: this is your life, and you will live your life as per your given schedule. This is the main part, that your all the schedules will go as per your willingness. There is no your boss, we can say. And thank you very much for all of you for your supporting. And if you have any questions, then we will discuss any points. Ankur sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the wonderful inputs as well as the insights. We are really glad to have you in this conference, in this session. Now the session is open for queries. If anybody is having any queries, you are most welcome to ask with Dr. Deepak Sharma ji. All the audience is requested once again to ask the queries. Okay, sir. I have one query in my mind. As you told about various business opportunities,
Okay.
we generally talk about कि we have to identify the gap. We have to identify the gap. So what is the difference between कि identifying the gap and identifying the business opportunities for new entrepreneurial venture? Throw some light on the same. I just wanted to know the exact differentiation between the gap and the opportunity.
Because sir, main thing is this: a lot of entrepreneurs are working in their particular fields, but main thing is this: there is always a gap. We can say that they have not a deep knowledge, they have not a deep analysis about that things, because they are running their business. That is good, but firstly, the gap is this: that what is the existing product and what is the demand of the market. We have to fulfill all these things. If I am agree and my company is ready to fill this gap, then my product or my business will definitely run in the market in a proper way.
Okay, sir. One question is also in my mind. Say, for example, there is an existence of gap. Some entrepreneur is going for the existing business. जो already
Okay.
business चल रहा है, वो
Right.
उसी को ही as an opportunity आगे देखना चाहता है. तो उसमें
Yes.
how can he or she can fill up the gap? What are the gap in the existing business opportunities
Right.
that
Right.
entrepreneur has to take up upon it?
Okay, because sir, the main thing is that when we are running any type of the business, so there is the some modification cost. When I am using some machines which are on the old, we can say in the old technology, but at the present time, if I'm talking about the environment, the main game of the business to the success, that is the technology, sir. So main thing is this: if I have already existing any type of the business, I am to update my technology as per the environment. Because you know it very well, when we are talking in the olden days, most of the works are doing on the manual basis. But at the present time, if we are talking, if you are running any type of the business which are your existing business, but you are totally working on the artificial intelligence, you are working on the ERP, which are the latest technology in the market.
Okay, so according to you, if we, enable the technology in the business nowadays, it
Yeah.
will be more enhanceable and it will work like an entrepreneurial venture.
Yeah,
Okay,
because sir, I want to discuss something from you about the Reynolds. I think when we are around 5 to 6 years, 8 years, 9 years, there was a pen of the Reynolds. Do you know? Uh,
yes, yes.
so at that time, because why there is a one question why Reynolds fell in the market, because the main reason of the conclusion, because I am not discussing because lack of spam of the time, because the main reason of this due to the technology. Due to the technology, they have not updated their product, they have not updated their design, they have not updated their technology. That's why they have gained a lot of loss. After that, the Rotio was the company who had taken over the Reynolds company. This is the latest example about that, before 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, sir.
Okay, so I would like to ask audience if they have any question in mind. I invite the questions. Any questions from audience side? Okay, Dr. Deepak Sharma, I think there are no queries, no questions from audience as they are all clear about what you have spoken today and what you have told about the entrepreneurship and the business opportunities. I would like to extend once again great thanks to you for this wonderful, speak up assignment and for your wonderful presentation today and whatever you have given your insights and inputs regarding this business opportunities. Thanks a lot for the same, and it has been a wonderful session, and we would like to invite you once again. Thank you, sir, for your time and for your session. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
thank you very much, Dr. Ankur Goel sir, and thank you very much MIT Group for giving me this opportunity to share my views with you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Okay, our next speaker will be joining shortly, and uh, within 2 3 minutes, I would require everyone's patience for the same.
Yeah, till then, I want to thank our speaker. I think he has gone.
Yes, ma'am. He has some crucial
Okay, okay.
assignment.
Okay, no issue, no issue. So, next speaker is joining in couple of minutes. Please be patient. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I think sir has joined. Uh, Sir, are you audible?
Yes, sir has joined. Please continue, Ankush, sir.
Okay, okay. A very good afternoon to one and all present here once again. Now we are on to our second session. And in this second session, we have with us Dr. Yogesh Sumanji, who is a renowned, highly intellectual. He is Bachelor of Engineering, Computer Science, MTech, IT, PhD Management, and now serving as Chief Scientist at CSIR, NSI, NIS, CPR. He has written many book chapters like Linux in Indian Perspective, The Rise of Open Source Software in domains of various informations and communications, library and community development. He has published many research papers and he is a leading in place of science and technology domain. With an open heart, we invite Dr. Yogesh Numanji for his wonderful session. Over to you, sir, now.
Thank you for the kind introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are truly audible.
Thank you so much. And before I start, I would like to sincerely thank Dr. Madhuri Gupta and the organizers for giving me the opportunity to speak on this occasion, on this topic of business opportunity identification. So I didn't have much time to prepare for it, so I just thought, let me share informally my experience in this domain, which I have been working on. And recently, we are doing a project also, and we have joined hands with the MITMeerut Foundation, and we have signed an MOU with MITMeerut Foundation, where we are looking forward to work with MUF for dissemination of CSA technology in rural areas. So, keeping that in mind, I would like to keep my talk focused basically on CSIR rural technologies and how we are making efforts to disseminate these technologies in rural areas for the benefit of rural people. What are the challenges? What are activities which we are carrying on, and what business opportunities are being generated? So that's we are working on. So my presentation will be a mixture of Hindi and English. So I hope that won't create any problem. So that will be fine in case it will be a mixture of Hindi and English informally. So I hope that is okay with the organizers.
Yes, sir. It's fine.
So I think I start with my presentation. Chicken.
Sir, your voice is not coming. I think it's muted. Sir, I request you unmute yourself.
ऐसे हुआ
Is it? It is audible now, sir.
Okay, okay. My presentation is visible.
Yes, sir.
Let me start. So first, I will talk about the general topic. We'll try to give a brief introduction about how to identify business opportunities. Then we'll come to the business opportunities in context of CSIR. You see, in general, all the business opportunities, as long as there are human beings in this world, on this planet, there will be business opportunities. And generally, these business opportunities will arise out of these four things, which are very deeply related to human beings. There will be needs, there will be ambitions, there will be fear, and there will be ego. So, all the business opportunities are created by working on these four aspects related to human beings, as we all know. For example, when we have needs, healthcare, education, all those needs. Ambitions, we have ambitions, so people engage on our ambitions. We have fear, so people engage on fear. So people create opportunities out of those fears. Insurance is a big example, or you can say weapon technology, all those technologies. Ego is also a factor. We all know. Jewelry, you can see such kind of business are created out of, so all these business opportunities are created of these four factors which are related to human beings. And when, as an entrepreneur, how to create business opportunity for ourselves, generally we have to look for the problems as an entrepreneur and not at the solution, and look at the where we can add value in particular problem. So we have to identify the problems, and then we have to identify where, at which point we can add the value, and we have to follow these four steps majorly. Looking at the any process, we have to analyze the process, talk with the people, understand the requirements, identify the point of intervention. So when we are able to do all these things, we are able to create a business opportunity for us. I would like to give a very old example. Nowadays, new technology has come. For example, this cataract operation, when it was being done in earlier times, they have to cut a ligament in order to treat this cataract problem. And when they cut the ligament, there was a problem of, there was risk of bleeding in the eye, which could harm the sight of the patient, eyesight of the patient. So they discovered an enzyme. The enzyme was existing, but nobody knew that this enzyme, and this enzyme was able to, was capable of dissolving the ligament. But problem was that there was no preservative. It was very difficult to preserve this enzyme. It has a very short life. So there was a medical representative. I think his name was William Connor, and he was visiting these eye surgeons, talking to them, and they used to highlight this problem to him. So when he understood this problem and he was having some knowledge, somebody told him about a particular enzyme, that this enzyme can dissolve the ligament. But the problem is, it is very difficult to increase the shelf life of the ligament, this enzyme. So by the time you take this enzyme from the lab to the clinic, it was getting destroyed. The property was being changed. So this preservative techniques were also developing. So what this William Connor did, he enhanced the shelf life of this enzyme, got a patent, and opened a company. And then he started supplying this particular enzyme to the clinics who was performing this eye surgery on the people. And then in a matter of few very short period, his company grew a very big amount. So this is a fine example of how you can create opportunity by identifying the particular problem and the point of intervention. This is how you can create business opportunity for yourself as an entrepreneur. Coming to CSIR, CSIR, as you might be knowing, some of you might be knowing that CSIR carries out a research in diverse S&T areas involving oceanography, geophysics, chemicals, drugs, genomics, biotechnology, nanotechnology, mining, aeronautics, instrumentation, environmental engineering, and information technology. And we are having about a network of 37 labs which are spread across the country. And these labs carry out research in various areas of S&T. And as a result, they are developing a vast pool of technology and which are being patented, and we are having a very large database of patents. And these technologies are created into business opportunity by creating linkages with industry. And in this particular domain, our project, or we are working on an area, the rural technologies of CSIR, our lab, CSIR NISPER, we are working in the area of science communication. We are trying to disseminate CSIR technologies in rural areas. And as a part of this effort, we have created a pool of about 82 CSIR technologies which are developed by CSIR, which are suitable for deployment in rural areas. And this compendium, you can see the publication, we have brought out a publication on this, and we have collected the data about these 82 CSIR technologies on about 24 parameters, where we create main features of technologies, investment required to start producing the items using these technologies, training required to use these technologies, duration after which the first output or product can be seen using these technologies, climatic and geographical conditions required for deploying these technologies, and whether these technologies can be implemented at family or cottage level or cottage industry, you can say. Few examples of these technologies which can be deployed in rural areas. There are incense stick making, shiitake mushroom, crispy fruits, value-added products which can be made using these technologies. Turmeric products, spice powders, dal mill, meat pickles, fruit bars and squash, cutlery from fruit and vegetable waste, oil recovery from flowers, improved good butties. And you can see that these technologies can be deployed at a very small scale. They don't require much of the investment, and they can be employed at micro entrepreneurship level and cottage industry also. Most of these technologies can start giving result immediately, or they can take time from first to 6 months, 6 months to a year, 1 to 2 years, or at the most 5 years. Mostly of these technologies, very few technologies take time more than 5 years in producing output when you deploy these technologies. Investment is required about 20,000 per hectares minimum, or highest can go up to 1,80,000, about 2 lakh per hectare. The cost can go. And when you go for producing finished item or using value-added products using these technologies, the amount of investment required for instruments is also very low. Hardly they require from 0 to 5 lakh, and very few technologies require 25 to 30 lakh of the investment. And most of these technologies are already commercialized, in use, and some of them are yet to be tested, but there are very few technologies. About 14% of them are to be ready to be commercialized. About 64% of them are already commercialized. And the resources required for these technologies are available locally, so not much efforts are to be required. You don't have to do much import, or the external requirement of machinery is not required there. Also, the number of training days is very less. In 10 to 15 days, you can learn how to use these technologies, or the user can use these technologies. And major advantage, as we can see, that they have very low gestation periods and low amount of investment is required. High percentage of these technologies have already been commercialized, and majority of these technologies require very less resources, and most of the resources are already locally available. And they are a part of circular economy, and very low number of training days are required. But for adopting these technologies, we have to see raw material availability, machinery availability, financial resources, packaging, marketing, etc. So at some places we have faced challenges. Raw material is not available, so we have to drop the technology. So when adopting these technologies, we have to see the availability of raw material first, then the machinery availability, whether machinery is available locally or not. While adopting these technologies, also the financial resources is a big challenge, and also packaging and marketing later on when you start producing things using these technologies. Coming back to this is an initiative which we are handling at NISPER, our institute recently. We've undertaken a major project from CSIR where we are trying to disseminate technologies in rural areas. And in these efforts, we are organizing technology showcasing and displaying events. We are conducting training program based on CSI technologies for benefit of stakeholders. And during these training programs and showcasing events, we are trying to identify the specific requirements where we can deploy CSI technologies for creating livelihood. We have also come across some opportunities which I will show in these slides, following slides. We have identified one-to-one specific users or communities where we can deploy these technologies, and the people who are in need of CSI technologies, and we are working on those. And we are also working with MUF to deploy these technologies. These are the events, some of the events which we have recently organized, where we have invited farmers, college students, and other stakeholders from nearby places. This was the event which we organized in Gurugram, where we invited all the CSIR labs which are having rural technologies, and we displayed these technologies for the benefit of farmers, and we have one-to-one interactions with them. Recently, we invited few CSIR labs at our CSIR NPL auditorium, which is nearby here, where we also organized the technology showcasing for CSIR technologies, rural technologies, where we got opportunity to interact with MITMeerut Foundation. At this event, we actually came to know about MITMeerut Foundations, and we started working on linkages with them. And this was the one-day training program which we organized in Jammu for the benefit of Jammu farmers for introducing bamboo cultivation and making bamboo candy using bamboo. So this was a very interesting experience where farmers showed interest, and these were really lower strata. There are some farm laborers and some farmers. They're from lower strata of society, having very low income. So they showed interest in starting a bamboo candy making unit where candy is made from bamboo. But the problem is that they want the ideal bamboo as a raw material which was required to produce bamboo candy. And the challenge was that this edible material or the bamboo shoots which were to be used in making bamboo candy could not be transported because of low shelf life. So what we decided that we will first tell them to how to cultivate bamboo shoots which were to be used as raw material for making bamboo candy. But the challenge is that to cultivate bamboo, we need land, and land was not available. So we contacted the forest department, and then forest department got ready to allocate a small piece of land to us. So now we are working on that. So we are just making a project proposal to approach forest department of this Jammu region, and they will allocate land to us, and then with CSI scientists, we will cultivate this new variety of edible bamboo in Jammu region, and then this edible bamboo shoots will be used as a raw material to make bamboo candy in Jammu region. So this is a very fine example of CSIR technology dissemination to rural areas. However, we have not got success in this. This is in the process. The challenge will come. First challenge was the availability of land, which I think we should be able to come over. The next challenge will come to establish the candy making units. And for that, we'll be requiring some sort of machinery, little bit of elementary machinery, although, but that will be requiring about 5 lakh of rupees. The challenge is that who will fund that? So now we are trying to approach Department of Scientific and Industrial Research for funding. So first we will try approach Forest Department for land. Once we get land, then we will cultivate these bamboo shoots. Once we cultivate these bamboo shoots, we will approach DSIR for fund to establish bamboo candy making unit there. Then we will give training to these farmers to make bamboo candy using those bamboo shoots. Then the challenge will come how to package them, how to market them, or where it will be sold. There will be trying to take help from IIM Jammu and KVK in Jammu region. Maybe MUFN can also join us to provide help us to package or sell this bamboo candy when we make finished bamboo candy. This was the one-day training program where we conducted a training program to teach school children and farmers about how to make incense stick. And a group of village women from Haridwar, in a Pili Pada village in Haridwar. There also we taught them how to make incense stick, because in Haridwar region there is a lot of floral waste, flowers, leaves you can get from religious places. So we thought that these flowers which are जो चढ़ाए जाते हैं in temples, those can be used to make incense stick. Then we trained about 120 women there. CSIR CMEP Lucknow was our knowledge partner. So women showed a lot of interest. The challenge which is coming is that there also we require some money to buy the machinery. Then who will fund that? So we are trying to approach various funding agencies with the help of MITMeerut Foundation. Once we get that, we will be arranging machinery and training program for making incense stick using floral waste. The challenge will come how to source these floral waste, from nearby places. That will also we have to work out. And once we are able to work out on that, we will make incense stick. Then packaging and the marketing challenges also come. So this is also in process, but this is also a very fine example where we can, direct straight away deploy CSI technologies. This is also a point of intervention which we have found out by organizing technology showcasing event. These are some of the exhibitions where we participated to showcase CSI technologies and our project activities. Most recently, in the month of January, we conducted a training program and workshop in Port Blair in Andaman region for the benefit of stakeholders there. There we presented about 4 CSI technologies which could be deployed or which were suitable for Andaman region. And one of them was dehumidified waste dryer technologies, which could be used for drying agri produces, thereby increasing the shelf life of agricultural produces. This technology is developed by CSIR lab in Trivandrum in Kerala. The other technology which we displayed there in Andaman was decentralized solar thermal dryer, which is also a kind of dryer but based on a different kind of principle. This dryer also can be used for drying the food material, thereby increasing the shelf life and adding value to it. The other problem which we came across in Port Blair was the fungus, which was, affecting betel nut trees on a large scale. Betel nut is a very big produce which is being produced in Andaman region, and it is one of the highest revenue earning food agri produce which could be sold from Port Blair. So farmers were facing betel nut fungus in the betel nut tree. As a result of this fungus, they were losing trees. The whole set of trees they had to cut down because of the fungus. So one of our lab in Palampur Himachal Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology. They have developed an anti-fungus solution which could solve this problem of fungus, and this is a very environment-friendly fungus solution. It is not affect the animals or ants or this any negative impact on the soil. So we tried this solution in the fungus affected plant in Port Blair. So this is experiment is still on, and we are getting positive result. So once we are able to find that it is effective, then we will go for mass scale production of this antifungus solution to supply to the farmers in Andaman region. Another specific intervention which we identified in Port Blair for CSIR technology was the making of value-added product from pandanus fruit. It's a kind of fruit which is available in abundance in Andaman, and it grows on its own in jungles and forest areas. And our Palampur lab is trying to develop few value-added products using pandanus fruit. We collected sample of this fruit. We brought it with us. We sent it to Palampur, Himachal in our lab, and they are conducting experiment on this. Then this another point. Once we are able to find out some products which we can make using this pandanus fruit, then we have to arrange the raw material. We have to organize the raw material correction. We have to again arrange for the machinery required. We have to give training to the farmers. So it's a long way to go, but this is very important business opportunity, we can say, or the livelihood creation opportunity, which we have identified through our activities of CSIR technology dissemination. The other point was which we carried out in Andaman was the exploration of medicinal flora, which is being used by indigenous tribes of Andaman. So we also presented, provided exposure to people there about this, and we are also trying to create into some kind of opportunity for creating livelihood. My slides are visible, na? Hello.
Yes, sir. They are visible.
Okay. So this is the you can see the betel nut. This is the betel nut tree. If you are able to see it, and you can see the part of its leaf are turned orange because of fungus. And this is the effect of fungus on the tree. And this is whole set of trees which is being used for producing betel nut. It's a betel nut farm basically. And on the right side, you can see this cut down tree because of the fungus. This white portion you can see is affected by the fungus. And then we provided the farmer with this solution, which he's trying in the process. He's sending us the photographs of also what is the effect. So he put the fungus antifungal solution on the tree and send us pictures after that. So our scientists are able to see whether how it is impacting the fungus. The other one, you can see this. Our associate is trying to pluck this pandanus fruit from the tree. It is growing on its own in the jungle. So this pandanus tree fruit we have taken with us, and now we are trying in our lab. So this our visit to Andaman, which we tried to do this experiment. So these are the emerging opportunity which we were able to identify because of this workshop in Andaman. We are trying to replicate aroma mission in Andaman, and we are trying to establish a technology demonstration and training center at Jawaharlal Nehru Rajkiya Mahavidyalaya at Port Blair. So this is in the talking phase only. We are still trying to do it because we need space to put in technology prototypes there. And then one of the young entrepreneur there, he expressed interest in manufacturing a solar dryer unit, which is being developed by our lab in Gujarat, Bhavnagar. So, and then the solution to mitigate drinking water problem through seawater distillation. And we went there. We came to know that there is huge shortage of drinking water. Actually, there is a lot of seawater, but there is shortage of actual drinking water which could be used for drinking. So this our Bhavnagar lab, they have developed a water distillation unit which makes seawater drinkable. So we are trying to establish small distillation units in villages there, so that the seawater for the people can be used for drinking. So, but only thing is we have to find out some agency who could take care of these distillation units, who can take responsibility of maintaining these distillation units. So all those challenges are there, and we are trying to work out on those. Initially, these are the points which you have identified, because the point of intervention which I told in the beginning, identifying the point of intervention is very important. And sitting in the offices, sitting in the labs is very difficult to identify. The best possible is go there, talk to the actual stakeholders who might be facing problems or who are actually involved in this, and they are able to tell you the actual solutions required, and that is very helpful, can be very helpful in identifying the actual point of intervention. So all these are the examples of actual point of intervention which I'm showing to you. Although it's still long way to go in many of these cases, but the initial phase, that the identifying the point of intervention, is very important. So when talking to them, talking to the actual users, we have come to know about, okay, sir, this is required here, and these solutions are not very high-tech solutions, and these are very, they are easily doable. Their only thing is ki somebody has to do it. It's a kind of connecting things, connecting dots, you can see that example of cataract. So we can see that the problems are small, solutions are existing. The challenge is that the person or the entity having the solution is not aware of the problem, and the person suffering from the problem is not aware of the solution. So that's the challenge. The main, the effort required is the bridging, how to fill this gap. And this process of bridging, of filling this gap, creates opportunity. This is a basic principle of creating opportunity, maybe of livelihood, maybe of business, is that solution is somewhere else and problem is somewhere else, and the only thing is we have to be aware of where is the problem and where is the solution. And this awareness can be generated by talking to people who are involved in the process, experts on the one side, sufferer on the other side, and the place on the other side. And then we have to arrange resources to implement the solution, make the solution workable. And this is what we are trying to do in Lucknow, in Port Blair, in Haridwar, at various places in Jammu, which we have identified. So this is how we are trying to create opportunities. And these are the some of recent activities. We signed an MOU with MITMeerut Foundation on 9th of February, with an objective of converting all this opportunity into actual workable models, workable, you can say, working units where we can actually install CSIR technologies, where we can produce things, where we can make items, we can make it sustainable, we can make opportunities for livelihood, for business, for small micro entrepreneurs. We have also signed an MOU with the Kirat Biotech and company in Northeast, and they will be producing and selling shiitake mushroom using CSIR technologies. They are in the process of arranging funds. They have applied for funds in a bank, and hopefully they will get sanction. I think they are very close to getting sanction. And once they get sanction, CSIR will help them to procure machinery required for the production, and then establishing the complete setup, installing and commissioning, and then giving training to them. And the shiitake mushroom has a huge potential for export. It's a very rich source of vitamin D, as our scientists have found out by the nutritional analysis of them. This was another technology which we were able to transfer to industry, and this technology converts bamboo into composite material, and this material is so strong that it can be used in making building structure. Bamboo hut can be made out of this. We can make this very strong furniture also of this. This technology is transferred to SLE bamboo industry. They're also in the process of making items using this technology. So this is another example of creating opportunity and disseminating CSIR technology. This is the things in pipeline which we are trying to take forwards, as I have recently mentioned. shiitake mushroom production in northeast region, aroma mission in Andaman Nicobar, bamboo cultivation in Jammu, making value-added products from pandanus fruits in Port Blair, making incense stick in Haridwar and Sahanpur, which we are planning to do very closely with MITMeerut Foundation. Hing cultivation in Kargil area. This is also very interesting, which we have come across. We had a meeting with farmers in Kargil area in online mode, where they expressed need because they have a lot of barren land which is lying unused. And our Palampur scientists, they have developed a technique for cultivating hing in hilly areas of the country. And they have recently started in Ladakh area. The same thing which we are trying to replicate in Kargil areas. And just last week we conducted a program for these Kargil farmers on hing cultivation training from 5th to 6th March. And after conducting this training program, now we will go to Kargil and see how we can actually cultivate hing there using the know-how developed by CSAR. So, and the other is water distillation unit for people in Andaman Nicobar, and developing antifungal solution, which I showed during our field visit to Port Blair. We showed in previous slides. Production of biogas and compost from kitchen waste. This is also we are trying to do in Port Blair. And then we are also planning to events, some more events for showcasing CSI technologies. And further, we are trying to, this Gudbhatti technology is also, I forgot to mention, is also, very useful. Although it's not a very high-tech technology, but can be very useful, particularly for those regions where they make good using sugarcane. So this furnace they have developed, our Dehradun lab of CSI IP is developed this technology, which can be useful. They have installed in many places, in particular in Western UP region. We can further expand this technology, and we can conduct training program on this for the farmers, and then we can also install this technology. It's not very costly. Approximately 50,000 expenditure is involved in shifting from conventional bhatti, good making bhatti, from this improved good bhatti. And then incense stick making, as I mentioned earlier, making in Haridwar region and in Sahanpur region. And the challenges based on our experiments or experience or efforts so far is this, as generally happens in any, whenever you start something, funding is the most important thing. You have to arrange for it. And when you go for fundings, every agency has its strict guidelines. All those procedures has to be followed. And then after arranging funds, suppose you are able to install or start producing things, commission things, then how to keep involved the stakeholders on a sustainable basis. That is also very important, because proper handholding has to be done for making things and selling them and keep running things on a sustainable basis. Procedural difficulties are there, and ineligibility of target beneficiaries. For example, target beneficiaries sometimes they are they're illiterate, maybe their organization or their NGO or their group is not registered, so bank or agencies don't entertain them. So this is another challenge. And the most important challenge is the involvement of multiple agencies. So this process of coordination is also very difficult among multiple agencies. Someone is funding, the other one is taking care of marketing, the other one is taking care of packaging, producing. So when involvement of multiple agencies are there, for example, in this Jammu case, we have observed Forest Department is involved, Krishi Vigyan Kendra is involved, IIT Jammu is involved, CSIR is involved. So there is a whole lot of multiple agencies. So when such agencies are involved, they have their own set of guidelines which we have to take care. They have their own set of procedures to be followed, and various people are involved. So they have their own attitude, they have their own nature, they have their own interpersonal skills, they have their own way of working. So all these are the challenges which are to be taken care of when multiple agencies are involved. So this is all I have to say. I mostly presented the CSIR view on this, so I hope I am able to add value to this event and presented something new to this. This is all I have to say. Thank you very much. So questions, if are there, I will try to take those.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your inputs. Basically, these are the like inputs, very practical kind of inputs we have today, and practical insights we had. Now, I would request all the audience to have some queries, with the principal, sir, and it must be a privilege for all of us to listen to solve our queries. Audiences once again requested to have queries to make a session interactive. Okay, sir. I have one query in my mind. I was just going through your presentation. I was listening it thoroughly. I
Yes,
just
please.
wanted to know about some challenges that you have told us about the real-time experiences about all these ventures which you have gone through. I just wanted to know about some challenges when we identify business opportunities, because we have certain business opportunities वो हैं हमें करना भी है कुछ, but even we are afraid of कि हम उसको आगे लेके जाएं या नहीं लेके जाएं. मतलब there is so much competitors, या competitors नहीं भी होते हैं तो रातों रात मतलब they develop, competitors used to develop, copycats used to develop. So how to get rid of this particular challenge?
In that case, जैसे कॉपी कैट की आपने बात की, तो इसमें पहला तो यही होता है कि यू हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट योर आइडिया और इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी. पेटेंटिंग, कॉपीराइट्स, देयर आर वेज. सो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग इज कि यू हैव टू protect your ideas or the intellectual property. For example, if you have developed some process or some some product you have developed, or you have some idea in mind, so first you protect that. And when you start working on that idea, so first of all you have to, before launching it, you have to assess the whole market or the possible potential users, stakeholders, before launching it. And you have to see all the aspects. So for example, agar if you have to make, suppose आपने कोई process develop किया to make something, some product, तो उसमें सबसे पहला aspect तो ये होगा कि you have to find out कि इसका raw material कहाँ से आएगा. और दूसरा, जैसे पेंडानस फ्रूट में हमें प्रोसेस तो हमें पता है, वहाँ अंडमान में हमने देख भी लिया है, लेकिन उसका रॉ मटेरियल के लिए कोई ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे नहीं है. अब वो कहते हैं कि जी ये तो जंगल में उगता है, तो उस केस में कौन, अगर हम कोई एंटरप्रेन्योर ढूंढे भी वहां पर, तो पहले तो उसे रॉ मटेरियल अरेंज करने में बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. उसका उसको प्रोसेस आइडेंटिफाई करनी पड़ेगी, कैसे करेगा, कितना एक्सपेंडिचर इन्वॉल्व होगा, तो उसमें मार्जिन की बात आ जाएगी. ठीक है ना. तो रॉ मटेरियल अवेलेबिलिटी पहली चीज है कि आपने प्रोसेस बना भी ली, आपके पास तरीका भी है सब कुछ, और आप बना भी सकते हैं, लेकिन रॉ मटेरियल अगर कॉस्टली है और अगर आपको लोकली अवेलेबल नहीं है या इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं है और इम्पोर्ट ही करना पड़ रहा है और उसमें ही चैलेंजेस हैं, तो इट्स बेटर कि यू डोंट गो फॉर इट. ठीक है ना. और अगर आपने वो अरेंज कर भी लिया और जो प्रोसेस आपने कर भी ली और उसको बना भी लिया, यू आर एबल टू मेक इट, देन द मार्केट देखना पड़ेगा उसका. ठीक है ना. और ऐसे में और चैलेंज ये होगा कि जब आप उसे लॉन्च करेंगे और जब वो मार्केट में आएगा और मान लीजिए वो पॉपुलर भी हो गया एंड यू आर एबल टू सेल इट, तो डेफिनेटली कॉपी करने वाले भी आएंगे. तो उसमें वहां पर इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी प्रोटेक्शन आपका काम आएगा. तो आपको पहले से उसका पेटेंट वगैरह लेके रखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना. और
Okay,
दूसरा
sir.
ये दूसरा ये भी होता है कि जो एक फर्स्ट मूवर एडवांटेज तो होगी ही, अगर आप उसको जब मूव करेंगे, तो कोशिश ये होनी चाहिए कि जो इनिशियल लॉन्च है ना, उसी में वो इतना ग्रैंड होना चाहिए कि यू आर एबल टू ऑक्यूपाई द मार्केट। स्लो बिगनिंग में थोड़ा खतरा ये होगा कि पीपल विल कम अवेयर ऑफ इट, और द बाय द टाइम यू गो फॉर द लार्जर शेयर ऑफ द मार्केट, वो ऑलरेडी पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड मेकिंग, कंपटीटर्स जो है ना वो। तो आपकी इनिशियल जो बिगनिंग है ना, इनिशियल लॉन्च जो है वो सॉलिड होना चाहिए, मतलब ग्रैंड होना चाहिए, सो दैट कि आप उसे इतने बड़े लेवल पे लॉन्च कर दो कि जब तक लोग उसके बारे में पता करें कॉपी करने के लिए, वो एडवांटेज आप ले लो पहले ही।
Right, sir. Thank you, sir, for this, particular insight in solving my query. Any other queries from any audience we have? Thank you, sir, for your session. And I think everything is like crystal and clear. All have been understood by all the audience. And once again, I would like to extend my great thanks to you for your valuable time and for inputs. And we really want your session once again in our TEDP. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू।
Thank you, audience. Continuing with the session as of today, next session is my only. I, Dr. Ankur Goyal, Professor and Head, Department of Business Administration, MIT Meerut, take this opportunity, and it's my privilege to have my second session today on conducting market survey and what are the tools and techniques for conducting market survey. Just within 2-3 minutes, I will be starting my session via in this particular DDP, and very soon I will be there in 2 minutes for starting my session. Is my screen visible to everyone? Audience, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just a moment. Well, a very good evening to one and all present here. I, Dr. Ankur Goyal, once again welcome you all to this TEDP DST sponsored TEDP, and this is my second session in this particular technology development program. The title of my session is How to Conduct Market Survey Tools, Techniques and Guidelines. See, it is very, very important for all the entrepreneurs after having analysis of gap, after having designed your product, after having pre-testing, it is very very important from after conducting the preliminary survey to have a comprehensive survey on the market, so that because we are now going to commercialize our product, if we need commercialization of our product, then to generate profitability in the market, because we are into the business, we can wait for the break even and a break even point, but after then we require a certain profitability to for the upliftment of our product, for the upliftment of our business. So very wide market survey is required, and this is very very important, very very significant, and it is mandatory for all the businesses, because it has been acknowledged, it has been seen that businesses do not capture wide market coverage just because they haven't surveyed the market well, they haven't understood the market well, because this is the only initial survey which provides us with to overcome with many hurdles in our business. So let's have a look what is all about market survey. When we talk about market survey, it is a systematic gathering, recording, and analyzing of the data about problems related to the market of goods and services. Basically, when we talk about surveys of many kind, we have to do the initial survey, we have to every moment, type every moment in the business, while setting up the business or setting up the pre-business, even in the generation of the idea, we have to conduct the various survey after the analysis, for even for analysis of the gap, analyzing the market, analyzing the business opportunity. It is all about survey only, it is all about research only, which leads to the development of the product, which leads to the generation of the idea. But after idea generation, and we have decided that we have to go about for a business, we have to go about for the commercialization, the next part is conducting the market survey. So market survey is the systematic gathering, recording, and analyzing of the data about the problems related to the market of goods and services. Market survey will give you the data you need to identify and reach your target market. It is very very important कि how will you reach your target market, to whom you will sell your product. ठीक है, हमने ये एक्नॉलेज कर लिया कि ये मार्केट में गैप था फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट एंड देयर इज अ बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड वी हैव डेवलप्ड द अपॉर्चुनिटी, वी हैव डेवलप्ड द प्रोडक्ट एज वेल, but it is very very important to whom we will sell and how we will go about it further. For this we have to conduct the market survey. Market survey focuses on organizing market information. It permits entrepreneurs to spot current and upcoming problems in the current market, reduce business risk, identify sales opportunities, develop plan of actions. As we all know, market survey is basically more and more collecting the market information for the various variables. Like one of the most important and the prominent variable is a survey regarding the consumers, whether consumers are going to accept our products. We have to conduct survey for the price points. This is very very important, because as far as Indian market is concerned, this is a very very price sensitive market. So we have to conduct the market survey for the prices. We have to conduct the market survey for the consumer behaviors, how they will react, what the extended features they want, will they accept the our product at initial phase or not. Hence, it permits entrepreneurs to spot current and upcoming problems in the current market. If we are, we have to even we have to identify new markets for our the product. And if we are looking for one particular market, say for example अगर मैं अपना product ही launch Delhi में करने जा रहा हूँ, then we have to see the identify, we have to understood the entire market dynamics. What are the current market dynamics going on? What are the kind of the consumer mix that particular market is having? What kind of the sensitivity or psychological features that particular consumers are having? So we have to conduct a comprehensive survey if we really want to establish our business and we really want to boom our sales. इट रिड्यूस बिजनेस रिस्क. जितना ज्यादा आप स्टार्टिंग में सर्वे करेंगे, डाटा कलेक्शन करेंगे, उसको स्टडी करेंगे, एनालाइज करेंगे, डेफिनेटली इन दी फोर्थ कमिंग टाइम, आगे आने वाले टाइम में वी कैन रिड्यूस आवर बिजनेस रिस्क इन अ वेरी वाइड नेचर. We identify more and more sales opportunities through the market survey. We can identify the new markets in which we can target the new consumers, and we can enhance our businesses as well. And furthermore, the most important is we can develop what will be our plan of action, because plan of action is very very important. हर एक कदम हमें मार्केट में एज फार एज बिजनेस इज कंसर्न वी कैन से कि हमें बहुत फूक फूक के रखना होता है, एंड वी हैव टू डेवलप the immediate plan of actions कि अगर competitors भी आ रहे हैं और our competitors are also coming, or what new features are, because the market is very very competitive. If we are thinking in one particular direction, there are so many people thinking in those directions, so many people are thinking, so many entrepreneurs, upcoming entrepreneurs are thinking कि they also identifying the same opportunities, they are also identifying the same gaps. So but to beat the competitors, we have to keep our game plan ahead, and we have to immediately develop plan of action so that we can beat our competitors and we can be ahead of others. Moving on to the next market. As far as market survey is concerned, successful market requires timely and relevant market information. हमारे पास in hand information होनी चाहिए related to the market, in hand information होनी चाहिए related to their competitors, in hand information आइए होनी चाहिए related to the shortcomings of our product. Our sales teams must be so active, our marketing team must be so active कि they are so close to our consumers, they must be so close to our customers that immediately if any negative thing taking place, or not only the negative, if any requirement is taking place, if it is feasible, testing their feasibility, testing their viability, we can immediately implement, and we can make our product the best in the market, best suitable to the market. And in this expensive market survey program based on questionnaires given to current or the prospective customers can uncover dissatisfaction or possible new products and services. There are various survey programs. Simply if we provide questionnaires and we can give to our current and the prospective customers, it sometimes create dissatisfaction and possible defects to our new services and customers. So we have to be very very sure while implementing these market survey, so for having the enhancing efficiency for our products. Market survey is not a perfect science. Simply if we talk about market survey is not always a perfect science. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि we did very extensive and comprehensive surveys, उसके बाद भी हमारे product fails हो जाते हैं. This has been seen and noticed by various entrepreneurs. And one of the best case about this is McDonald का हम case ले सकते हैं. McDonald, while entering in India, conducted survey for 11 years. उसके बाद भी they have failed. Again, they re-come up and they established their business in India. So there are so many things कि it's not a perfect science or it's not a rocket science. कि it always will be the true. It always will be a true or to the point. It deals with people and their constantly changing feelings and behavior, which are really influenced by countless subjective factors. See, there are two kind of factors. There are objective factors, or we can say these objective factors can be measured quantitatively. But when we talk about subjective factors, which keep on changing, which totally depend upon the feelings, attitude, psychological things, psychological behaviors of the consumers, which keep on changing, which are very dynamic in nature, they depend upon they are very qualitative in nature. If they are very qualitative in nature, so if even we are doing the maximum efforts to analyze them, we are somewhere not sure ki whether they will work out or not out. So market survey is the kind of thing, that's why we call it, it is not a perfect science. And to conduct market survey, you must gather facts and opinions in an orderly, objectives way to find out what people want to buy, not just what you want to sell them. See, again, this is something very, very important. As we all know that customer is the king. Whatever facts we are gathering, we have certain objectives from the viewpoint of the consumers, from the viewpoint of the customers, not just from ourselves, because this is not a monopoly. Ki whatever we impose on the people, they will buy. No, it's not like that. It's the kind of market, it's a kind of free market. Whatever consumer wants, whatever customers want, we have to satisfy those needs and wants, rather just we are imposing our product on those customers. So we have to customize our objectives in the same direction if really want to survive in the market, and we have to forego our market survey as per those objectives. Now, when we talk about market survey will identify trends that affect sales and profitability. Obviously, why we are doing market survey? We are not doing market survey just we have to sell our products, at any kind of cost, or just we have to, we have to give up the scales to our product, and we are in the process of losing our profits, or losing on our profit and loss statement, or losing on our balance sheet, but rather side by side. That's why initially I have told you we have to be very, very conscious when we are doing the market survey, and we have to be very, very conscious for our price points हमारे बहुत important है कि किस particular price पे product हमारा बिकेगा, और किस particular price पे people will accept our product, and वो price we have to decide in such a manner कि it will not harm our profitability in any manner. No doubt we will consider the points like break-even points. After some time business will meet up the fixed cost, and then we will recover the variable cost and all that, whatever the fundamentals that we will learn in the next upcoming sessions. But as far as initially also when we are pointing, it has to be very much assigned, or it has to be very much aligned with our complete business plan, complete profitability plan, how it will provide us profit in the coming up, that we will cover up in the next coming up session. What will be the population shift? What will be the legal developments? The local economic situation should be monitored to quickly identify problems and opportunities. Population shifts here measures is what will be the trend of the people. Say for example, when we talk about कि काफी लोग US में shift हो रहे हैं, America में shift हो रहे हैं, like this, or they are moving towards rural background, semi-rural background, moving towards the क्या कहते हैं completely urban background. So we have to understand these kind of shifts, or these kind of dynamics of the market in which we are operating, or in which we are going to operate for our particular product. What will be the legal developments? For what will be the dynamics in the city? What will be the legal developments from the side of the government will be coming up? We have to consider those factors as well. The local economic situation should be monitored to quickly identify problems and opportunities. What are the economic conditions which are already available in that particular market, and what are the macroeconomic situations, and what are like disposable income of the people that we have to see, and what kind of mindset those people, those consumers are having for that particular productivity. We have to understand when we will survey our market, and this is all our part of the objective. As I have already told you that we have to be very much aligned to our objective while conducting the market survey, and we have to define these particular points in our objective, and we have to frame our objectives according to the same, and obtain the information with those objectives, similarizing with those objectives only. Keeping up with competitors' market strategies also very, very important. If we are developing some new product, or we are offering some new product, even then also what are the similar kind of the product, what are the imitations can happen with those particular product. We have to keep this mind of what are the local options, and what are the other options consumers are customers are having already in the market. We have to identify, we have to segregate those things while surveying in the market. This is very, very important, because competitors is one thing that we cannot deny. Even if we are trying, if we have some idea in mind, it can be imitated at a glance. हम देखेंगे कि अभी हमने कोई प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इवन वी आर ट्राइंग कि हम कोई प्रोडक्ट का सिर्फ प्रोटोटाइप ही मार्केट में लेके आए, मॉडल ही मार्केट में टिपे हैं, बट एट द नेक्स्ट वेरी डे the product is already available in the market. We have seen this. So competitors analysis, what they are doing, what they are thinking, what they are designing, what they are thinking ahead, that we have to consider while conducting the market survey. Now, every small business owner must ask the following questions to devise effective marketing strategies. If we want to devise marketing strategies effective, even a small business owner, who is sitting at a very macro level, who is at a very low scale, who are my customers and potential customers. Not only customers, but here I can replace ki who are my consumers. Consumers are very, very important as far as customers are concerned, because consumers are the real people who will consume. Customers are not actual the sample, actual the sample for your survey, or the sample particular unit for your survey, but consumers are the true thing. And who can be the potential consumers who are really going to buy? So we have to touch each and every sample unit here is the consumers who will be purchasing our product. What kind of people they are, we have to understand their entire demographics, we have to understand their entire geographics. Okay, in a fully manner, what is their behavior, what are their attitudes, what are their motivation, and what kind of personality they have. Such kind of thing, such kind of psychographic analytics we have to done, then we are understanding and conducting the market survey. Where do live, कैन एंड विल दे बाय, क्या वो हमारा प्रोडक्ट खरीदेंगे, कहाँ वो रहते हैं, उनका क्या कहते हैं रेफरेंस ग्रुप कौन है, उनका सोशल ग्रुप्स कौन है, इन विच सोशल क्लास दे बिलोंग. तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द एंटायर थिंग if we are launching our product or we are developing our product for the consumers. Am I offering the kind of the goods or the services they want at the best place, at the best time, and the right amount? See, this is again a very, very important question. Ki whatever goods and services I am offering to my consumers, whether they want at the best place. See, today we are talking about online business, we are talking about home deliveries, we are talking about, at the time deliveries, at no cost deliveries. So these are the things, ki whether they will go to the retail market, whether they will go to the super bazaars, whether they will go, or they love to have the, products at their home. So that's why, just because of convenience matters, and just because of, people don't have time nowadays. So many of the entrepreneurs, 99, I must say that I don't have any doubt to say that around 80 to 85 entrepreneurs today, they are thinking, if feasible for their product, they are thinking to go online. Okay, so this is very, very important. And at the best time, what will be the best time, so that their personal lives must not be hindered at any cost, and in the right amount. That is very, very important. How will you deliver your goods and services, and how can you offer your goods and services to the right consumers? Are my prices consistent with the buyer's view as the product's value? Again, this is something very, very important. Prices, prices is most important. आप कोई भी consumers को कोई भी अच्छा product दीजिए, आप कोई भी उसको best place पे product दीजिए, best time पे दीजिए, right amount पे दीजिए, but the price policy should be consistent. Price policy should be devised in such a manner that with what buyers view as a product value, it should be consistent with the product value. And product value में भी मैं आपको बताता हूँ, जो core value, core benefit of the product है, वो consumers को मिलना चाहिए. Whatever, whatever aesthetics we provide, whatever convenience we provide, whatever service we provide to the consumers, they are like 20 to 25%. But what customers expect at the end of the day is from the core benefits they are expecting from your product. That is something very, very important. तो आपका price उससे मैच होना चाहिए जो प्रोडक्ट की वैल्यू है. वैल्यू आई मींस इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू एज कंपेयर टू द एक्सट्रिंसिक वैल्यू ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट. आर माय प्रमोशनल प्रोग्राम्स वर्किंग? सी, when we have a certain promotional cost, advertising cost, and it should not go waste any kind. Each and every promotional program should bring some kind of value in terms of sales. Whatever we are spending, every single penny we are spending on promotional program should bring you some revenue, some sales, some units sold. This is very, very important. Even this can only be take place just because of effective market survey program. What do customers think of my business? Taking regular feedbacks, feedback control system, feedback monitoring system, feedback aspect system is very, very important. And through feedback only, you can revitalize your product in many sense. You can add new features, you can change your price points, you can change your promotion schemes, you can change your delivery modes, you can change the entire thing for your product if you take regular feedbacks from your consumer through online mode, through offline modes. Feedback mechanism today, if we talk about in marketing, in sales, the feedback technology is going to be one of the next highlighting wave. And this is just because of the feedback. Day by day we are enhancing our product as compared to our competitors. जो भी कंपनी जितना अच्छा फीडबैक ले लेगी, जितना अच्छा ज्यादा फीडबैक अपने प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए ले लेगी, वो उतना ही ज्यादा इंप्रूव करती जाएगी, कस्टमर्स के अपने करीब होती जाएगी, कंज्यूमर्स को और सेटिस्फाई करती जाएगी, एंड डेफिनेटली दे विल बी द लीडर इन द मार्केट. How does my business compare with my competitors? Very, very important. While taking the feedback of the consumers, even you have to take the feedback from your competitors. वो एक लेटरल फीडबैक हो सकता है, आप उनको बिना बताए फीडबैक ले सकते हैं. कैसे भी आप उनका फीडबैक लें कि आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को हाउ कैन यू कंपेयर. यू कैन कंपेयर फॉर ईच एंड एवरी माइन्यूट, छोटे से छोटे फीचर के लिए, छोटे से छोटे एस्पेक्ट के लिए यू हैव टू कंपेयर विद योर कॉम्पिटिटर्स टू मेक योर प्रोडक्ट well ahead from your competitors. Now look on to the next one. What is the systematic gathering, recording and analyzing of the data about problems related to the market of goods and services? Now we will move on ki how can be systematic. If we talk about system, what is the system? System is a thing which saves your time, energy and money in a better way. If you do your things in a very systematic manner, then definitely you will be having the best results out of that. So what is the method for systematic gathering, recording and final analyzing your data about the problems related to the market of goods and services? In simply, how can we conduct a market survey? We have the market strategies, we have the market survey, we have the market approach, and we have the market plan. If we talk about market strategy, market approach, market plan, this all three aspects can be aligned, can be done on the pen and paper without having no interaction with the market, without having no interaction with the market intermediaries or the customers or the consumers, without touching the essence of the market stakeholders. ठीक है. बट अगर हम मार्केट सर्वे की बात करें तो मार्केट सर्वे इज टोटली अपोजिट. वो बिना टच के हो ही नहीं सकता, बिना कंज्यूमर्स को इंटरेक्ट किए बिना हो ही नहीं सकता, बिना मार्केट में जाए हो ही नहीं सकता, बिना किसी टूल के हो ही नहीं सकता, बिना क्लासिफिकेशन करे हो ही नहीं सकता. सो मार्केट सर्वे इज समथिंग which is a systematic gathering, recording and analyzing of data which really boost up for our business and which is like a lifeblood for our business in the coming future. Now again, why we do market survey? What is the requirement of market survey? People will not buy goods or services they do not want. Very, very clear message. आपका goods and services कितना भी अच्छा है, कितने भी अच्छे आपके price points हैं, whatever the services you are provided, what are the after sale services you are providing, whatever the delivery modes you are providing. But if the good or the product or the good does not suit to the consumers, does not suit to the customers, they will never buy. कोई भी आप artificial intelligence लगा दो, कोई भी IoT लगा दो, आप कुछ भी लगा दो प्रोडक्ट में, लेकिन वो अगर प्रोडक्ट उनको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा तो वो उसको नहीं खरीदेंगे. ठीक है. That is one of the reason today Nano is out of the market, because the company, it is from one of the best company like Tata company, but even then when we people compare with the lowest category cars and other things, उन्होंने उसको आगे ज़्यादा परवेसिव किया ही नहीं, उसको खरीदा ही नहीं. After so many efforts the company did. So this is one of the most important. Otherwise, if we talk about Nano, it is one of the biggest business house like Tata. Even then the product fails in the market. Learning about consumers, customers want and how to present it derives the need for market survey. And why we require market survey? Because we have to understand our customers and the consumers well and how to present it. और उसको हम कैसे present करेंगे उस और what are their needs, what are their demands, what are their wants, and how to present it, how to make our product well suited with those needs, wants and desires. This is why we require the market survey. Small business has an edge over larger businesses in this regard. As we talk about, we have the larger segments and we have the smaller segments of the business. But small businesses, people who start with the small scale, are always ahead एज कम्पेयर टू बिगर वंस, बिकॉज उनके पास एक मार्केट में एज रहता है. वो दे स्टार्ट विद द लोअर वॉल्यूम, एंड जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लोअर वॉल्यूम एंड जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ लोअर स्केल दे आर वेरी वेल कनेक्टेड टू देयर consumers. They are very well known of their consumers' needs and the customers' need, and that's why they become highly successful in the market. Let's have a look. Small business owners have a sense of their customer need from years of experience, but this informal information may not be timely or relevant to the current market. But कभी-कभी जो भी informations उनके पास होती है, if they are not consistent with their market survey, अगर वो market में बार बार जाके consumers, जैसे मैंने initially आप लोगों को बताया था कि consumers की जो needs होती हैं, consumers के जो determinants होते हैं, वो time के साथ change होते रहते हैं, and time is evolving very fast nowadays. कंज्यूमर्स का जो माइंड है वो बहुत जल्दी चेंज हो रहा है किसी भी एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट के लिए, बिकॉज openness of the consumers is comparatively higher as compared to all the times. So we have to be very, very aggressive in the market and to conduct the market survey and to understand the market in a better way. How to do market survey? Let's have a look how we can perform a market survey. Analyze returned items. Ask formal customers why they have switched. Analyze returned item. Returned item means what are the inventory, what are the returns we are getting. You know, if already businesses or हम क्या कर सकते हैं जो सिमिलर प्रोडक्ट्स में रिटर्न आए, वी कैन कंडक्ट द सर्वे जो सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट हैं, सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज हैं जो अभी फेल हो गई हैं फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट, वो क्यों फेल हुई, what are the reasons they are not able to sustain their business. That is one important question arises here. और जो भी रिटर्न्स अगर हमारे पास आ रहे हैं तो हमारे पास क्यों रिटर्न्स आ रहे हैं. Ask the formal customers why they have switched, और जो हमारे कस्टमर्स हैं why they have shifted to the competitors or why they have chosen the competitive brands as compared to our brands. If we are, you know, enhancing our existing business, look at the competitors price just from the beginning and to the end, just from the initial and just from the last and to the last. We have to keep on eye on the competitors pricing policy. This is something very, very important, because I am telling you again and again, especially in Indian context, this is a very, very price sensitive market. आप कितना भी अच्छा यहाँ पे consumers को दे दो, कंज्यूमर सबसे पहले जो अपना माइंड यूटिलाइज करता है वो प्राइस को एनालाइज करने में करता है, वो प्राइस को कंपेयर करने में लगता है, चाहे वेदर इट्स अ वेरी, यू नो, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट वेरी निश प्रोडक्ट यहाँ पे, बट जो जनरल प्रोडक्ट है, एटलीस्ट लाइक यू नो 60 to 70% मार्केट इज वेरी वेरी प्राइस कॉन्शियस. Formal market survey simply makes this familiar process orderly. It provides a framework to organize market information. Hence, it can be concluded for the time being here that if we conduct the formal market survey, it simply makes this process, it really regulate, I must use the word, it regulates the particular process in a very orderly manner, and it provides, ये हमें एक ढांचा प्रोवाइड करता है, एक फ्रेमवर्क, एक लाइक यूं कह सकते हैं कि जैसे हमारा एक यू नो स्केलेटन होता है, वो हमें ये प्रोवाइड करता है. So we have a control on the market information, and we have further designed our strategies on the basis of that particular information or on the basis of that particular analysis. Now, if we talk about the process for the market survey can be simple or complex. वो सिंपल भी हो सकता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स भी हो सकता है. इवन जो बहुत ही ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स मार्केट सर्वे होता है उसको भी वी कैन ब्रेक अप इन अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल एस्पेक्ट्स. उसको बहुत, अगर वो कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स है तो उसको कॉम्प्लेक्स रहकर या उसको कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाकर हमें मार्केट में जाना नहीं चाहिए, हमें मार्केट में आगे उसको कैरी नहीं करना चाहिए. बट फर्स्ट एंड द फॉरमोस्ट थिंग इज वी हैव टू सिट, we have to reevaluate, and we have to simplify the entire process. Uske baad we have to disseminate the information regarding the market survey, or disseminate our questionnaires, or disseminate our objectives का जो भी हमने प्लान किया है, have to conduct the survey after that with the simplification process. कभी भी complex thing को हमें market पे नहीं ले जाना चाहिए. We have to present ourselves as the most simplified one. You might conduct simple market survey. See, this is the example. इन्होंने यही बोला है कि हमें simple market survey conduct करना है, because अगर हम अपने customers को और complex बनाएंगे, उनको और problem देंगे, तो there will be more problems arising. Questionnaire in your customers built together डेमोग्राफिक इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट योर कस्टमर्स. जो आपके कस्टमर्स के बिल जाते हैं उसमें उनकी डेमोग्राफिक related to their, related to their personal information like age, like, education, like spending, like their income, we can collect. For complex ones, hiring a professional market survey firm to conduct primary survey to aid in developing a market strategy to launch a new product. This is one of the example which is over given here. It means that if you want to conduct the complex market survey, then you can hire the agencies. You can hire the professional agencies which can conduct a primary survey. Primary means first-hand information from the market, and they will help you to develop a market strategy. One of the example is, if we are trying to develop a market strategy to launch a new product, then you can, conduct one professional from the market and they will conduct the survey for you. Moving on to the next, regardless of the simplicity or the complexity, अगर हम इसको एक साइड में रख देते हैं कि हमारा प्रोजेक्ट सिंपल होगा या हमारा प्रोजेक्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स होगा, of your market survey project, you will benefit by reviewing the following 7 steps in the market survey process. Now, I am going to portray the major 7 steps which will be going to be beneficial to conduct the market survey, keeping aside the simplicity or the complexity of the problem. Because अगर कोई problem simple है या वो कोई complex है, even complex problem को भी, if we don't find any professional person or professional agency or professional unit to conduct our survey, और वो survey हमें खुद ही करना पड़ रहा है, we are only conducting that particular survey, then these are the major 7 points that will help us to organize our market survey. Let's have a look. First one is define market problems and opportunities. See, this is something very, very important. जब तक हम problems के लिए ही clear नहीं है, how can we frame our objective? हम आगे कैसे जाएंगे? कि what problems we have to identify, what gaps we have to identify. These are gaps for not for the product development, but these are the gaps for understanding the market. क्योंकि आपके पास एक प्रोडक्ट भी है, आपके पास बिजनेस प्लान भी है, आपके पास पैसा भी है, बट क्या वो प्रोडक्ट एक्सेप्टेबल होगा? क्या कंज्यूमर्स उसको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? वेदर दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट इज एक्सेप्टेबल इन द मार्केट, वेदर दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय द मार्केट, ऑब्टेन्ड बाय द कंज्यूमर्स उसको लेंगे कि नहीं लेंगे? बिकॉज मैंने अभी in the initial my slides I have already told you that it's not kind कि we can selling a product, but we can only sell a product which really a consumer wants. So this is something very, very important. As far as opportunity is concerned, you are trying to launch a new product or services. We have the opportunity that we are just going to launch some new product or some new service in the market. Now, what are the underlying problems? Awareness of your company and its products or services is very low. Nobody known to our service. It's like an example कि मुझे market से funds चाहिए and I have a very good idea. I have a very good, product to develop, which will definitely going to help the consumers, which is definitely going to fulfill the gap in the society. But क्या मुझे market से funding मिल जाएगी? किसी को भी मार्केट से ऐसे फंडिंग नहीं मिलती कि आप अपना मार्केट में आप अपना आईपीओ लेके आए और आपको मार्केट से फंडिंग मिल गई. बिकॉज अवेयरनेस ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट, अवेयरनेस के साथ साथ आपकी जो कस्टमर्स की एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी है दैट इज वेरी, वेरी लो. और नॉट ओनली द एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी, इवन अभी कस्टमर डजंट नो यू, अभी आपकी मार्केट में कोई क्रेडिबिलिटी नहीं है. So this is one of the major problems. The second problem is market is familiar with your company but still is not doing business with you. See, market is familiar. Market को पता है कि your company exists. This is a very old company, but that particular company is not doing very well as far as value transformation is concerned, as far as revenue or the sales is concerned. अभी हमें मार्केट में बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनीज मिल जाएंगी जो चल रही हैं ना. We can call it a sick unit. We can't call it a sick unit. वो sick unit नहीं है, but they are running at a very break-even kind of mode, no profit, no loss mode. But the thing is कि उनके पास स्केल नहीं है, उनके पास दे आर नॉट स्केलिंग इन द मार्केट. वो स्केल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, वो कंज्यूमर्स को अपने साथ नहीं जोड़ पा रहे हैं, आइदर जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी गैप और आइदर जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ नॉट चेंजिंग. they are bit resistant to the change. That is also one of the reason they don't want to change their traditional thing to the modern thing. but again this is a problem, then your company has a poor image or reputation. Due to some reason, your company is having a very, very poor image, and the reputation of your company is really, not at that particular level that anybody can, easily give you the business. That is also the very, very important and the valid point, that why you are not making, not scaling in the business, scaling in your business. Your goods and services are not reaching the buying public in a timely manner. You are not able to provide your, good is, your product is very, very good, very, very suitable. It is having the enhanced features. It is fulfilling the requirement of the consumers. But the thing is कि you are not able to serve timely to your customers. उनको समय पे वो चीज मिल ही नहीं पा रही है जिससे वो उसका यूटिलाइजेशन कर सके. तो why to, get it? इससे बेटर है कि कंज्यूमर विल, टेक द प्रोडक्ट which is not good in features, which is, comparatively not good, but it is serving timely to the people. This is something very, very important. So your goods and services are not reaching the buying public in a timely manner. Now the step 2, as far as step 2 is concerned, setting objectives, budget and timetables. Let's have a look. What is this step 2 all about? Explore the nature of the problem so as you may further define it. Determine how many people will buy your product packaged in a certain way and offered at a certain price. We have to conduct the market survey before, for packaging as well, and offered a certain price. Even packaging is creating a great impact on the consumers nowadays. अगर आप कंज्यूमर्स को अपनी पैकेजिंग अच्छी देते हैं, सस्टेनेबल पैकेजिंग देते हैं, इट कवर्स ऑल योर फीचर्स, ऑल योर बेनिफिट्स, जो भी उसके साइंटिफिक एलिमेंट्स होते हैं वो उसमें कंपोजिशंस उस पर लिखे हुए होते हैं. एज फार एज दीज ईटरी आइटम्स आर कंसर्न, वो तो साथ में साथ होता है. पैकेजिंग ऐसा होना चाहिए, एड वैल्यू होनी चाहिए, कंज्यूमर्स को पैकेजिंग से भी कुछ ना कुछ मिलना चाहिए. पैकेजिंग इज गोइंग टू बी अ fifth P. आज की डेट में if we talk about product, price, place, promotion, then packaging is the fifth P. अगर पैकेजिंग बहुत ज्यादा attractive होगी, then definitely acceptability of your product will enhance or it will increase. Test possible causes and affect relationship. What are the possible causes? किसी भी चीज को करने के क्या cause थे, क्या इसके कारण थे, और उनकी वजह से क्या इस पे इम्पैक्ट हुआ है, क्या इफेक्ट हुआ है, एंड हाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर कॉज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड दैट पर्टिकुलर influenced that particular product. This relationship has to be understood well. For example, if you lower your price by 10%, अगर एक कॉज है, अगर हम अपने प्राइस को 10% डिक्रीज कर देते हैं, तो what will be the increased sales volume should you expect? तो how do you expect कि कितनी यूनिट्स आपकी और ज्यादा बिक जाएंगी? तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर हम कोई कॉज, अगर हम कोई इफेक्ट, अगर हम कोई कॉज उस पर डालते हैं, कोई रीजन, कोई इफेक्ट करते हैं, तो उसका इन्फ्लुएंस क्या होगा. एंड इन्फ्लुएंस इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू द सेल्स, क्योंकि वॉट एवर वी हैव टू सी द सेल्स, बट सेल्स के साथ साथ यहाँ पे वन मेजर थिंग इज मिसिंग, दैट इज द रेपुटेशन ऑफ योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि कंज्यूमर के माइंड में ये आ जाए कि आप तो इसका प्राइस डाउन करते हुए चले जा रहे हैं, तो माइट बी कि इस प्रोडक्ट, ये प्रोडक्ट बहुत ज्यादा चीपर है, तो बिकॉज ड्यू टू हैविंग सम इल इफेक्ट्स. दिस ऑल्सो वी हैव टू कंसिडर. ठीक है, वी हैव टू नॉट हैम्पर द क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. What impact will this strategy have on your profit? और अल्टीमेटली आपके प्रॉफिट्स और आपकी रेपुटेशन पे, आपकी ब्रांड बिल्डिंग पे इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या आएगा इन अ लॉन्ग रन. Now moving on to the budget aspect. Your market survey budget is a portion of your overall market budget. जो भी आप मार्केट सर्वे कर रहे हैं, मैंने बताया था, इट्स क्वाइट एक्सपेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजी, इतना आसान नहीं है. मतलब इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना, स्पेशली फॉर द कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम, जब आपको थर्ड पार्टी को हायर करना होता है, तो एवरीथिंग इज अलाइंड. वॉट एवर द पेनी यू आर स्पेंडिंग इन द बिजनेस, वो आपका टोटल जो भी आपका बजट होता है, या मार्केट बजट होता है, मार्केटिंग बजट होता है, उसका एक अलाइनमेंट, उसका एक पोर्शन होना चाहिए कि हाउ मच particular amount or how much particular percentage you will spend. Allocate a small percentage of the gross sales for the most recent year to use a market survey. तो इट इज अ सर्टेन फॉर्मूला कि जो भी आप मार्केट सर्वे कर रहे हैं, जो भी आपकी सेल्स होगी, जो भी आपकी ग्रॉस सेल्स होगी, उसका एक पर्टिकुलर परसेंटेज होना चाहिए. इट्स यूजली अबाउट, और ये आपका 2% होता है फॉर एन एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस. planning to launch a new product or the service, if you are planning to launch a new product or the service in the initial time, it must be as much as 10%. You can rise to the 10% because this is your initial phase, and you have to understand your consumers, you have to understand your price points, you have to understand, survey your target market, you have to understand your target market in a very, very comprehensive manner. Other methods include analyzing and estimating the competition's budget and calculating your cost market per sale. One of the most important aspect is what you have to do. You have to analyze and estimate. You have to see what your competitions, आपका जो competition है, आपकी जो competitors है, वो कितना budget allocate कर रहे हैं, and calculating your cost of market per sale, और हर सेल पे आपकी मार्केटिंग की कॉस्ट, आपकी बजट की कॉस्ट कितनी पड़ी है. Ultimately, it's all directly related. It's all dependent on your sale unit. आप कितनी सेल कर रहे हो. Say for example कि if I want to increase my market survey expenditure, अगर मैं अपनी market survey पे अपना expenditure, अपना budget अपना increase कर रहा हूँ, तो how much sales, additional sales I will be expecting from that particular, that particular expenditure, where additional expenditure which we are devoting. So this particular formula has to be done. See, what percentage of the gross sales from an existing business should be used for market survey? Again, it's 2%. If we talk about, and after this is already, already pre-conducted survey or the pre-conducted study, which has been portrayed over here, and it's a 2%. Now moving on to the timetables, prepared a detailed timeline to complete all steps of the market survey process. See, this is something very very important. ऐसा नहीं है कि सर्वे करने में ही आप सारा टाइम लगा देंगे और उतने में कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटर्स आया, वो सर्वे करा के चला भी गया एंड उसने अपना प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में लॉन्च भी कर दिया और आप सर्वे करते ही रह गए. इवन इफ वी आर राइटिंग रिसर्च पेपर्स और वी आर डूइंग रिसर्च, so we have to, in our research analysis, research methodology part, we have to write कि what are the timetables or what are the timelines, कितने समय में हमने डाटा कलेक्ट करा, कितने में उसको एनालाइज करा. तो दिस इज समथिंग वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इवन जब हम सेकेंडरी डाटा भी कलेक्ट करते हैं तो उसका टाइमलाइन भी हमें वहां पर नोट करना पड़ता है एज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी. जो सिमिलरली इफ वी आर डूइंग मार्केट सर्वे, देन वी हैव टू, we have to portray the detailed timeline. कितने समय में हम ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट करेंगे, कितने समय में, and this is all are internal to our organization. We have to establish target dates that will allow the best accessibility to the market. मार्केट सर्वे हम करेंगे तो ऐसा होना चाहिए कि हमें उसका डेट्स और टाइमलाइन. से फॉर एग्जांपल इफ माय कंपनी इज गोइंग फॉर दी वूल प्रोडक्ट्स, अगर मेरी कोई कंपनी है वो अगर वूल प्रोडक्ट्स बना रही है, आई एम टेकिंग अनदर एग्जांपल, तो उसका सर्वे मुझे कब करना शुरू करना चाहिए? उसका सर्वे मुझे शुरू में ही, सीजन कब मेरा आएगा, अक्टूबर नवंबर दिसंबर स्टार्ट्स विद द सीजन, तो आई हैव टू कंडक्ट द सर्वे from the month of the March and April, so that and I have to see what are my production schedules, मेरे production schedules वगैरह क्या है, तो उसका सर्वे मेरे को स्टार्टिंग में ही करना पड़ेगा. For example, a holiday greeting card business may want to conduct survey before or around the holiday season buying period, when its customers are most likely to thinking about their purchases. Similarly, अगर आई एम कंडक्टिंग सर्वे फॉर द ग्रीटिंग कार्ड बिजनेस, तो कब मेरा हॉलीडे सीजन आने वाले हैं, कब फेस्टिव सीजन आने वाला है, व्हेन इट्स अ टाइम फॉर द ग्रीटिंग कार्ड, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आई हैव टू कंडक्ट द प्री सर्वे. Step 3. Select survey types, methods, and techniques. There are generally two types of survey which are available in the market. Primary survey is original information gathered for the specific purpose. Secondary survey is information that already exists somewhere. When I talk about कि competitors क्या कर रहे हैं हमारे, ठीक है, what kind of dealers are available in the market, जो हमारे customers हैं उनकी psychographics किस तरह की हैं, what kind of literature is exists in the market that is done through the secondary survey. But when I talk about the primary survey is the information which is the original information and first time information which company is collecting from the consumers when they are going to launch the new product or we are going to add some new features in the product. So secondary survey is always the available survey and primary survey is available which we are making for others to be available. Now As far as second survey is concerned, secondary survey is faster and the less expensive than primary survey because secondary survey already available hota hai. Only just excuse me, only just we have to access that particular information and we have to analyze and utilize that particular information for fulfilling our objective. Gathering secondary survey may be as simple as making a trip to your local library or business information center or browsing the internet. Secondary survey आप कहीं से भी कर सकते हैं. It utilizes, we can conduct the survey from the existing surveys. We can conduct it from the books, magazines. There are various statistical data sites are available. There are business bulletins are available, consumer bulletins are available. From that we can obtain that particular published data and we can use that data for our survey. Localized figures provide better information as local conditions might buck national trends. Newspapers, local media, ये सब secondary survey के लिए हम use कर सकते हैं. Many sources of secondary survey materials are available. It can be found in libraries, colleges, trade and general business publications and newspapers, trade associations and government agencies are available, which are really the rich source of information. Journals are there, magazines are available. There are so many databases, research databases are available, which are paid and non-paid also. Okay, from where we can obtain the information. Some of the examples of the secondary survey are: an article may show how much working mothers spend on convenience foods last year. If you were thinking about selling a convenience food, this information would show you what kind of market there is for convenience foods के लिए हमारा किस तरह का market है. Generally ready to eat foods वगैरह जो पैकेट्स में आते हैं उनके लिए we are talking about. It doesn't show how much they are willing to spend on your particular product. ठीक है, ये हमें नहीं पता चलेगा, ये हमें प्राइमरी सर्वे से लेना पड़ेगा. बट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फूड्स आर अवेलेबल वी कैन टेक फ्रॉम दी सेकेंडरी सर्वे. तो जो भी हमें सेकेंडरी सर्वे से मिल सकता है that we can obtain from secondary survey because secondary survey is comparatively cheaper as far as primary survey is concerned. Now moving on to the primary survey. Primary survey can be as simple as asking customers or suppliers how they feel about a business, or as a complex as surveys conducted by the professional market. Examples of primary survey are direct mail questionnaires, online telephone surveys, experiments, panel studies, test behavior and behavior observation. We can observe the behavior of the consumers in a group and we can collect the data and further analyze that data according to our requirement. Primary survey is divided into reactive and non-reactive. What is the non-reactive? Non-reactive means observes how real people behave in the real market situations without influencing that behavior. Reactive means include survey, interviews, questionnaires. नॉन रिएक्टिव सर्वे होता है दैट इज डन थ्रू दी ऑब्जर्वेशन. जब हम किसी भी ग्रुप में जाके अपने कंज्यूमर्स को ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, उनके बिहेवियर को नोटिस करते हैं एंड वी जस्ट राइट डाउन सर्टेन रीडिंग, सर्टेन थिंग्स जो उनकी नॉलेज में नहीं होता कि उनका सर्वे किया जा रहा है. दैट काइंड ऑफ सर्वे इज नोन एज नॉन रिएक्टिव. और रिएक्टिव जब होता है व्हेन इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ इंटरैक्टिव सर्वे, जब हम इंटरैक्ट करते हैं अपने कंज्यूमर से. Those who can't afford high-priced market services should consider asking nearby college or university business school for help. अगर हम किसी थर्ड पार्टी को लेना नहीं चाहते, किसी एजेंसी को लेना नहीं चाहते, तो what the best method is, we can go to the college or the university and we have the various students who are really interested to conduct the survey, especially the business management student or the commerce student who are undergoing such kind of studies. So we can contact and we can conduct our market survey. What is the primary survey? Original information gathered for the specific purpose, information that already exists somewhere else, low awareness of your company and its products or services, all of the above. If I talk about इसमें से one of the major thing is original information gathered for a specific purpose. किसी specific purpose के लिए जब हम original information collect कर रहे हैं, when we have to gather some original information, when we are launching some new product, कि whether वो product नया चलेगा market में कि नहीं चलेगा, acceptability होगी market में, such kind of survey is the primary survey. Secondary survey is for which the information is already available. Now we design the survey instruments. Step number 4 is we design a survey instrument. The most common survey instrument is the questionnaire. Keep these tips in mind when designing our market survey questionnaire. We have to make it a very simple. Begin the survey with general questions. Generally, designing questionnaire will be our next session that will be taking place day after tomorrow. I am making it a bit short. We design a questionnaire that is graphically pleasing and easy to read. Nowadays, अगर हम questionnaire design करते हैं तो Google form के through होते हैं, so that we can reach to our target, target respondents के पास हम ज़्यादा भेज सकते हैं online के through. Before printing the survey, ask a few people to complete the survey. This is like pilot testing. अभी सर्वे को लार्ज स्केल पे जाने से पहले हम उसकी पायलट टेस्टिंग करते हैं फॉर फ्यू ऑफ द पीपल. इन केस देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम इन टर्म्स ऑफ वैलिडिटी और इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलायबिलिटी या कुछ भी कोई कैसी भी प्रॉब्लम होती है, वी कैन रेक्टिफाई. then after then we can go to the mass respondent. Mix the form of the questions. They are the various scales, rankings. They are the open-ended questions. They are the close-ended questions. We can have mixed such kind of questions depending upon our objective. हमारा क्या objective है, हम customer से क्या पूछना चाह रहे हैं, consumers के उसके according. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ अपने questionnaire को बहुत high-fi बनाने के लिए और complex बनाने के लिए हम उसमें सब कुछ रख देंगे. No, it's not like that. It totally depends upon our objective and what kind of method या what kind of scale, ranking और open-ended question, close-ended most suitable to the respondent. जो भी हमारे respondent है उनको कैसा सूट करेगा, किसमें उनको आसान रहेगा उस particular objective को fulfill करने के लिए, then we will keep this. The form or way a question is asked may influence the answer given. Questions are in two types. Close-ended question जिसमें customers के multiple choice होते हैं, yes no questions होते हैं, और scales में they have like we can ask on a certain parameter कि whether they strongly disagree, agree, indifferent, agree or strongly agree. We have various kind of scales, like we have the Likert scale, one of the prominent scales. Open-ended questions are respondent answer questions in their own words, like what they feel about that particular product. तो वो अपनी feelings को उसमें describe करेंगे. That is like complete open-ended questions. ठीक है. For example, a question might read, when I eat toast and jelly, I use just brand. कि वो particular brand and different customers का different opinions होंगे. ये well defined नहीं होगा. Now, finally, in step 5, we can collect the data to obtain clear, unbiased, and reliable results. Collect the data under the direction of the experienced surveyors. And before beginning collection data, you must to train, educate, and supervise your survey staff. He must be she must be very lenient, very cordial to the respondent. Stick to the objectives and rules associated with the methods. Be as scientific as possible in gathering your information. Be reliable. Be true. ऐसा नहीं है कि 2 questionnaires आपने खुद ही भर दिए. Not like that. Data कम होना चाहिए, but it should be very reliable and it should be very trustworthy. Once data has been collected, needs to be cleaned. Cleaning means कि जो भी हमारे responses ऐसे हुए हैं जो incomplete responses हैं या जो भी absurd figures उसमें आ गई हैं, हमें उनको हटा देना है. We have to remove those. Cleaning survey data involve editing, coding. उनको coding करेंगे number wise variables को. Excel में हम उनको feed करेंगे. If we are collecting physically and if we are doing through Google form, तो already हमारे पास data बन के आ जाता है in any format like Excel format में. Look for data focusing on immediate market needs. Rely on subjective information only as support for more general findings. Analyze for consistency. Compare the result of different methods of your data collection. Look for common opinions that may be counted. Read between the lines. This is something very important. We have to read between the lines. जो भी आ रहा है हमारे को data देखना है, and we have to read at a very minuscule level. Step number 7 is present and use market survey and findings. Once market information is collected and analyzed, present it in an organized manner to the decision makers of the business. We have to finalize our report. We have to analyze. We have to use certain statistical tools. Inferential हो सकते हैं. Inferential means when we are testing some kind of hypothesis, जो हमने माना था कि ऐसा होगा, क्या वाकई में वो हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. So we can test some hypothesis. There are various tools and techniques for such kind of inferential. और एक होता है descriptive statistics. आप simply अपने data को analyze कर रहे हो या graphical representation कर रहे हो कि कितने लोगों ने क्या बोला, what are their opinions. You may want to report your findings in the market analysis selection of your business plan, and you must to familiarize your sales and the market department with the data. Conduct a company-wide informational training seminars using that particular information. Assess available information. Whatever information is available, you have to assess it. Assess the information that is immediately available. You may have the information you need to support your market plan without doing extensive market survey. Weigh the cost of gathering more information against its potential usefulness. आपको अगर कोई एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, सेल्स रिकॉर्ड्स की, कंप्लेंट्स, रिसीट्स, अदर रिकॉर्ड, surveys or field, look at the currently held information. Whatever information is available, that you have to look on. क्रेडिट रिकॉर्ड्स आर एन एक्सीलेंट सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. दे गिव इंफॉर्मेशन. जो क्रेडिट रिकॉर्ड्स होते हैं कस्टमर्स के जॉब के लिए, इनकम लेवल, मैरिशल स्टोर्स, वहां से भी आप ले सकते हैं. Employees may be the best source of information about customers' likes or dislikes. They hear customers' माइनर ग्रिप्स अबाउट द स्टोर. जो भी आपके एम्प्लॉइज काम कर रहे हैं, से फॉर एग्जांपल कि आप किसी स्टोर पे गए, आपके स्टोर आपको कंज्यूमर्स नहीं मिल रहे, लेकिन वॉट एवर दी एम्प्लॉइज जो भी वो वहां पे काम कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे डील सो मेनी कस्टमर्स इन अ डे, या वो उनकी बातें सुनते हैं, तो दे नो, दे ऑब्जर्व द कस्टमर्स बेटर. तो यू कैन टेक द डाटा फ्रॉम दोज इटसेल्फ. So this is my one today, and I'm going to stop, and now the forum is open for queries. In case you have any queries, it's welcome. I request all the audience, in case you are having any queries regarding the market survey, though we are having more comprehensive sessions and extensive sessions coming up with this, but aligned with this particular topic, because this is something very, very important as far as business is concerned, market survey. Even in case, I am open for queries. In case you are having the queries, I am extremely delighted to answer that. Okay, ma'am, can I end up now? Okay, thank you everyone. With this note, thank you very much for listening all 3 sessions today. And thanks a lot. And I hope this FDP is going very well, and we will continue tomorrow. Thank you.